What's good, everybody? What's good? What's good? We are doing all signs, what to expect, general messages, whatever comes through. I just got to see if this is going to come on. Oh, I'm just going to see where this camera is at. All right. Going from Aries right down through to Pisces. See what to expect, general messages, whether it's love, work, money, personal shit, whatever it may be. Okay. So going from Aries right down through to Pisces. What's good? SK288. Joa. Sunflower. Hello. All right. Going from Aries right down through to Pisces. Aries. What messages do we have for Aries? What can Aries expect? Nikki Dumplings, thank you, girl. How am I? I'm doing amazing, actually. Well, the Mercury retrograde kind of has me a bit blah, but overall I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. What's good, FG Mercreds? LC, Casey. All right, Aries. One more. What messages do we have for Aries? What can Aries expect this week? Universe, spirits, and guides. What's good, Killer Tomato? 3 shuffles. What can Aries expect this week? All right, so your overall energy, Aries, we do have the 7 of Cups, the Fool, 7 of Pentacles, the Moon. I like that energy. That's like an anything is possible type of energy you got going on. I feel like there's something here that you're reevaluating, Aries, or you're kind of taking a step back, and there's something here where you're recognizing the dangers, or you're recognizing where you're deceiving yourself in a certain investment. Because there's something here that is kind of making you feel like I can't trust this, or I can't trust you, or I can't trust the direction this is headed toward. And it may be something that's out of your control, or you feel like there's someone in your life that may have a tendency to overstep your boundaries with you. Okay. Because I feel like this week you're in a space where you're kind of open to exploring a different option or different possibilities that is essentially derived from faith. That is essentially derived from you wanting some type of fresh start, or you wanting to, it's like you may be in a prelude energy to the new moon we have coming up in Leo. So depending on where you have Leo at in your houses, there could be some type of like prelude energy going for you this week where you're kind of open to exploring your options. I really like this energy. You're in a space of anything's possible. There is something though, again, where you're taking a step back and you're evaluating the dangers of potentially a masculine in your life, or a position that you have, or something that isn't really, you may feel like someone has a tendency to kind of overstep with you, or you may feel like you yourself are headed in a direction that isn't really what you're wanting, and it's kind of pushing you into a space of wanting to do things different. Now that could be anything, okay? It could be in regards to your business. It could be in regards to aspects in your life where you need to embrace more self-control. Some of you may be realizing as well that you need to be in a little bit more control when it comes to someone that will take that power if you don't. I don't know how to explain that energy, because with the Chariot and the 5 of Wands in reverse, you're in a space this week where you're avoiding some type of conflict, or you're trying to be very disciplined. You're trying to move forward and keep yourself distant from any potential conflicts, arguments. You're in a space where you don't want to compete with anybody. You don't want to, if there's positions or situations that are making you feel like you need to compete, or is creating some type of inner conflict, you're in a space of not really being open to investing into that. And there's something here that you're distancing yourself from, because you're seeing the dangers of it. You're, again, recognizing that if I keep feeding into this situation, it's going to bite me in the ass, especially if you're dealing with a specific person. Because for a lot of you, there's some type of investment that is really paying off for you. And it's giving you some level of hope or optimism when it comes to your ability to make changes or your ability to explore other options. There's something here that is paying off. You know, regardless of how long that's taking, it's paying off. You're receiving some type of return, or there's something here where you're moving toward harvesting your rewards, okay, and something that you've invested into, but it's also putting you in a position of recognizing who may want to take advantage of that. That's kind of like what I'm feeling with that. So you're in a space of, I mean, give me a little bit more on that Seven of Cups, because that's so... King of Cups in reverse and the Empress in reverse. Well, I feel like you're in a space of exploring your options, because whatever you're doing right now, you're no longer wanting to nurture. And it's really that simple. You may feel not supported. You may be recognizing creative blocks, or you may be recognizing where you yourself are getting lost into your own emotions. It's like you're recognizing what is neglecting to your soul, whether that's something you were partaking in or whether this is like an overbearing energy. So I feel like you're a little bit overwhelmed with the choice, because you may also be aware that you don't really have a lot of support. So there could be some sense of overwhelming energy when it comes to making some type of choice, but in the same sense, you're in a space of recognizing that something is blocking you, or there's some type of creative block you have going on, or you're recognizing that if there is a masculine energy in your life, you may be recognizing that they're no good for you. You're recognizing that they're very manipulative potentially, or would overstep your boundaries if you let them. Or this is just you recognizing where you've become bitter, Aries. Some of you guys are recognizing where you've become bitter and you don't like that. And you're in a space of feeling like you need to distance yourself from anything that's causing a need to compromise on your own needs. Okay, is the best way I can explain that. A lot of you guys are starting a new business, or you're really throwing yourself into your work and career. You're recognizing where you need to kind of start fresh, or you're recognizing where you need to take a hold of your financial situation in a new way. Just give me one more in the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, with the Eight of Pentacles, this is you kind of throwing yourself into climbing the social ladder, or you're recognizing where you may not be the most stable, okay? And there could be discrepancies with people that you're dealing with if they have issues with some type of change that you're wanting to make. And it's giving you that much more drive or desire to distance yourself. So it kind of feels, Aries, you're recognizing and taking accountability for where you become bitter, where you become closed off, where you even lack support. There's something here paying off for you, and it's putting you in a place of being open or ready to have some type of fresh new start. Give me a little bit more in regards to where, like, what's the world. So some of you guys are wanting to, the world card can talk about like a change of place, changing your place of residence, maybe even traveling abroad. It can talk about foreign affairs, that type of energy, closing something out. You're wanting to close something out here, bring some sense of change into your life, because you're recognizing where you're recognizing your own blockages. You're recognizing what's kind of holding you back to some degree. And you're trying to, it's like you're wanting to be in a space that is like very desirable for you. It's a desirable outcome. There's no like lingering loose ends. There's no like, I don't know if I can trust you type of energy. This is very like, again, it feels like a prelude to the new moon in Aries we have coming up. You're kind of seeing what's out there, or you're emotionally open to the idea that there's something more that you could do within a business, within your own goals, within the realm of making some type of change, regardless of if you don't have support or not, that type of energy. So this does feel very individual. Some of you guys are looking at buying a new car as well. You may be recognizing the solution is to buy a new car, but there may be issues in regards to finances, and you're very motivated to kind of rebuild or create the stability you need in regards to a car or car problems, something of that nature, or in regards to travel, because there could be travel or wanting to change your place, something of that nature. So you seem to be in a space of continuing what you've been doing because it's paying off. You're recognizing, okay, something is paying off. Now, I don't know if I can trust certain individuals. You're becoming aware of the dangers of something that you may once have invested into, but now you're becoming quite cold or numb to that concept, to that ideal, to even the nostalgia that may have came with that, to even an old version of yourself. You become kind of numb to that and you're wanting some type of change. So I really, really like that for you, Aries. I like that. But you're very like gung-ho about keeping your distance, avoiding conflict, very much all about your money, all about your money. You could also be withholding money, like you're not being as generous or supportive when it comes to your money situation because you feel like you either don't have the means to, or you may feel like someone is taking advantage of you in some way, something like that. We have Cancer energy, and we also have Aries and Taurus. We do have Table, so hard work ahead. This also reminds me of creating a foundation. You know what I mean? Creating the foundation to something that you're wanting to add on to, build onto, something of that nature. We do have spiritual love. So whether that's spiritual love with you and another individual that is of support of you, I'm not seeing that energy pop up in your reading, or whether this is just spiritual love for yourself or your connection to the divine, whatever it may be. We have Forest, Lion, time to act. So muddled, unclear thinking. We also have Lion, time to act. Again, I feel like you're becoming aware of what's making you unclear, what's causing blockages, what's causing you to feel oppressed, or what's causing you to feel like something isn't even growing. This could be also recognizing, Aries, what isn't growing, what isn't being established in the way you want it to be, and recognizing what may come into play or why that is. Okay, so it's kind of like you're wanting to take whatever rewards or whatever's paying off here. It's like you're wanting to invest it into some type of new beginning, or you're wanting to invest it into opening up your mind when it comes to the possibilities outside of bitterness. And like, it's kind of like you're sick of complaining about the same shit is what I want to say. Some of you guys are sick of like having no support, or you're sick of being bitter toward love, or you're sick of feeling so closed off because that may have been your immediate solution in the past, and that could have been for superficial reasons or something of that nature. But it's kind of like you're sick of being your worst enemy by continuously feeding. It's like you're wanting to just cut it off. You're wanting to completely bring that to a close. Okay, but again, it's quite overwhelming, whatever this is. Seven of Cups is like, okay, being in tune with the possibility of something, but having a hard time knowing what that's going to look like. Okay, but as something here that's you've already been investing into is paying off, it's giving you the ability to kind of see beyond the immediate reality. But you're a little bit overwhelmed because you may be aware that you lack support. There could be children involved too. Okay, so, but you could be dealing, we have Cancer or Aries, could be, or Taurus, could be any sign though that's in your life. This feels more personal. Okay. All right. Taurus. Yeah, sick of begging for scraps. All right, what do we have for Taurus, universe, spirits, and guides? What's good karma and three more. What do we have for Taurus? What can Taurus expect this week? Three shuffles. All right, so your overall energy this week, Taurus, we have the Devil and the World in reverse, Eight of Swords, Four of Pentacles in reverse. All right, so that's a very heavy energy. I want to see why. Knight of Cups in reverse, Four of Wands in reverse, and the Page of Wands. Four of Pentacles in reverse, Five of Swords. Ugh. Okay, so Taurus. Uh, Well, Taurus, I feel like there's a situation here that you're dealing with that is putting you in a very uncomfortable position, especially within the mind space. However, there's something here where it almost feels like it's embarrassing you. There's something that's embarrassing you or causing you to have anxiety or is causing you to overstress. Um, I also feel like I want to say like be careful with this devil energy because you may be giving a lot of energy and resources and time into a situation you cannot trust. Okay? Or it's like there's a need here to trust your intuition when it comes to people that you can't trust, or even how much you're giving into a situation that may not be potentially stable. I don't know, Taurus, you're kind of stuck or bonded to a situation. Something isn't working out the way you had hoped. You have a lot of anxiety, or it's like you may feel like there's no right way to move in the situation. Eight of Swords can feel like no matter what I do, I'm going to get the blame for it. I'm going to be gaslit, something of that nature. But the Eight of Swords is someone that is putting themselves in that position. It's a self-imposed mentality, okay, where you don't really have to be there. And even if you are being blamed or gaslit or whatever, you don't really have to be in that position. You can easily remove yourself or free yourself from the need, or from, it's like there's something here you could free yourself from. Kind of feels like you're letting yourself be, you know, you're either letting yourself be shit on, like not literally, maybe that's not the best way to say. It's like you're letting yourself get a lot of shit, or you're the one giving a lot of shit. And I don't really feel like if you're the one giving a lot of shit and potentially sabotaging a situation, I don't feel like you see that it's creating some bad blood with you and another individual, and someone may choose to no longer invest into you, Taurus. Something, it kind of feels like there's bad blood being created between two individuals because someone, and it could be you because you have the devil card, but reverse it if you need to. Someone feels justified to just put all their shit on the other individual or something of that nature. And it's creating some type of bad blood between the two of you. And I feel like someone may choose to no longer invest into this dynamic, whatever that is. You may be choosing to no longer invest into a dynamic because of self-imposed thoughts or restricted thinking or not having an open mind to something, and it could be sabotaging something. So I don't know, Taurus, I feel like you're in a space of having a hard time freeing yourself from a very toxic situation or dynamic, or you're having a hard time seeing something a different way, and it's creating it's causing a lot of sabotage and potentially bad blood when it comes to you and your overall desired investments or the return you're wanting to receive from investments, because something isn't working out the way you had hoped. But it's because of this Eight of Swords and the devil, like, you know, choosing to overthink a situation or choosing to have a limited mindset on the reality or on the truth, or someone just feels justified to treat someone a certain way, or it's just you and your self-limiting thoughts that are causing you to lose out on valuable opportunities. There's something here where I would be careful with this devil. Give me a little bit more on that devil. Seven of Cups. It could be stemmed from imaginary conflict too. Two of Swords in reverse. There's a lot of pessimism. You may be in a space this week where you're very pessimistic, or there's a lot of like imagining or being overwhelmed with the truth of something. It's almost like someone sees the truth. They have the ability to make some type of decision, but they're not willing to make that decision because they're in a space of feeling trapped. So, but I feel like you may want to be careful because there's something, it's like creating bad blood with someone or sabotaging even your own desired investments. You know, this could be, I don't know, telling your boss off, or there's something here where it's causing you to lose out on some type of security, or you're not seeing the fact that someone may be choosing to like detach from the situation, or you're losing out on some type of investment or something like that. Because Knight of Cups in reverse, Four of Wands in reverse, and the Page of Wands. So I do feel like this week there's going to be some type of communication, but it's not going to be like the best of news. Like, what's that Page of Wands? The Lovers in reverse. And the Fool. For those of you dealing with a past lover or something of that nature, there's someone here choosing to disconnect from the situation and have a fresh start because there's a sense of discontentment with an outcome here. And there's also a lot of in and out energy or moodiness or emotional inconsistencies when it comes to someone. I don't know, Taurus, you may lose it on someone this week, and it may cause an ending. And I'm not saying you shouldn't, but with the Eight of Swords here, it's almost like you may end up putting yourself in a situation that you don't have to, or you may end up dealing with the situation in a way that doesn't have to be like that. Like, there's something here you're not seeing clearly, or even if you don't want to be there, you have the ability to just leave without causing this toxicity. There's something here where you don't have to address something in a certain way. But there's a lot of pessimism or imaginary conflict or feeling overwhelmed or confused. I feel like this is more so you having a hard time accepting the reality of something, and it's like you may be in a bit of a victim mentality. And I'm not trying to shade on you or anything, but there is something here you're not happy with, and someone seems to be lacking empathy for your stance on a situation because they feel like what do you mean? Like, there's someone here not seeing the situation the same way, and this way of seeing it is stemmed from a limited way of thinking, or is stemmed from you feeling trapped. You feeling limited, embarrassed. You may be acting in a way you don't want to be because you're embarrassed or you don't know how to approach a situation. And it's creating a lot of, manifestation from a place of confusion or imaginary conflict, something of that nature. So I feel like you are receiving some type of communication where you're becoming aware that, give me one more on that Page of Wands. So you may be receiving communication from a past love or something that someone doesn't trust you here. There's a lot of expression. There's a lot of carelessness, or there's a lot of, okay, I'm going to separate myself and have a fresh start over here. Some of you could be dealing with an Aries because that kind of reminds me of Aries energy. Some of you are having a hard time accepting how someone's communication, or you're having a hard time accepting. Some of you guys are having a hard time accepting peace or making peace or something like that. But I don't know. I feel like you may be creating bad blood with someone or sabotaging even your own hard work. So be careful with that. Because especially with the Eight of Swords, you don't have to be in that space. There's something here that's taking way too much time in your head, or spending way too much time in your head. You're spending way too much time in your head about something in a negative way. And it's creating a lot of sabotage and pessimism. We do have clouds, temporary problems. We do have gong, an exciting event, family matters. We do have a distant friend thinking of you. Some of you have a distant friend thinking of you. There's issues or temporary problems potentially with family matters. Seek out information that will help you. So it's like there's a need to kind of think outside your current reality. Or even if there is something embarrassing to you, or even if there is something causing you to feel like, I don't know how to approach this, there's a need to more so focus on what's in your control. Because Devil and the Eight of Swords. It's like you're not in control of something. Or you're having a hard time controlling your negative thoughts. Opportunities for new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. So, I would be careful with sabotaging your own investments. That's all I got to say there. Or sabotaging your own ability to do more that's in your control, instead of looking at this like, oh, like a ball and chain. You may be looking at something more like a ball and chain, and not focusing on enough on what's in your control, because that's how we reassert control with the devil, is to recognize that it's the devil. Recognize that we are bonded to that for some type of vulnerability point, and until we overcome that vulnerability, or take care of something, or contradict something in itself where we can transmute that energy, we're always going to be bonded to it. So there's something here you feel like subjected to, that you don't want to be subjected to, and it's creating a lot of emotional confusion. But it's like, you don't have to be there. Even if someone's pissing you off, like, you don't even have to react for real, and that's something that just takes discipline in the moment. You don't even have to react necessarily. But you could be going, we have Gemini, Leo, Aries, or Capricorn. Hey, Michaela. Tesla coil. All right, what do we have for Gemini? Man, Taurus read made no sense. My bad. So whatever you're investing into, or whatever your thoughts, Taurus, are directed, that make no sense. Like, look at your life from a third-party perspective. I have to do this with myself all the time. Look at your life from a third-party perspective. You know, don't waste time in the noise of anything, unless it's obviously truly important to you. Some things, it's you, or some things, it is what it is. But it's like, try to like create least resistance when it comes to your dynamics, or things that are causing you to feel limited. Or there could have been issues with a child too, or limited thinking when it comes to a child, overthinking when it comes to a child. That also could be sabotaging situations, because it's being approached with some level of pessimism. I don't know. Yeah, sometimes you have to see toxic shit from like a third-party perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're having an argument with someone or something like that, you have to see how dumb that is. Where even if that person wants to go off or something like that, you have the ability to separate yourself. And some things need to be argued about. I'm not saying that you can go. I'm not saying to float through this universe on a fucking unicorn, okay? But some things, it's just, you're not getting anywhere. You're both just in an ego battle at that point. So if it has a point, just stand up for it. But if there's just like nonsense at that point, it's like detached. I don't know. Moving on to Gemini. What's good, Riri? DMA. One more. What do we have for Gemini? What can Gemini expect this week? Universe, spirits, and guides. What can Gemini expect this week? 3 shuffles. Overall energy for you, Gemini. The Moon, 8 of Swords, the 9 of Wands. Okay. So things are a bit unclear. Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so a lot of you guys may be in a space where you're kind of focusing on your work or your goals. You're kind of finishing your original plan on something. There is something here that is a little bit unclear, though. Nine of Wands, Eight of Swords, and the Moon. Something's a little bit unclear. We do have the Four of Wands, King of Cups in reverse, and the Tower. Why the Four of Wands, the Six of Cups, and the Sun in reverse. So Gemini, the Moon, something here is kind of pulling at you on an emotional level, but things are unclear. You are aware of the dangers of something, or you are aware, it's like you are aware of the dangers, or you're aware that you don't know everything there is to know. There's something here that's kind of unclear. And it may be something that's on your mind quite frequently. And with the Nine of Wands, it's maybe something that you feel has been an ongoing battle, or something that you feel the need to set boundaries to. Something that's unclear. Because the thing is here, Geminis, there is an opportunity here to reconnect with someone, okay? Or there's some type of opportunity presenting itself to reconnect with someone, or to invest into something that kind of takes you back to the past, you know, whether that's family matters, whether that's, you know, love, whatever it may be. There's some type of past energy here that is creating an opportunity, but you're in a space of feeling like, I can't trust you. The Moon rules the 12th house. The Moon can talk about hidden dangers, fake friends, enemies, you know, feeling like things aren't really what they appear to be. There's something here where you're really in your head about something not appearing what it is to be. And it's like there's this like awareness where you may be in a space of being more so motivated to kind of focus on your investments, I suppose. Okay, there's this continuous energy of focusing on your investments, whatever that is for you, your personal goals, you know, finishing what you started. There is something here, you're finishing what you started, but it's also putting you in a position of being unclear with what's next. I don't know, some of you are becoming aware of the dangers of something. I mean, give me a little bit more on that Moon. Okay, with the Star and the Seven of Wands in reverse. Some of you guys are feeling uncomfortable sharing territory with someone. Seven of Wands in reverse can talk about sharing territory. And there may be this fear or anxiety you have associated with renewing sharing territory with someone, or there's some type of fear you have when it comes to folding on your stance in a situation, or the Seven of Wands in reverse is someone that fails to protect themselves because they fold on their belief, or they let their guard down, or they kind of go against their own convictions on a situation, right? And with a Star here, there's an opportunity here, but it would require you to go against your stance on a situation. And it can sometimes mean like literally sharing territory with someone. But it's like there's a lot of fears and anxieties associated with that. So there seems to be an opportunity to present, or there's an opportunity presenting itself, Gemini. You're in a space of like, I don't trust you. Okay, Nine of Wands. You may be overthinking the situation a little bit with the Eight of Swords. Okay, I mean, why the Eight of Swords? Judgment in reverse. Well, because you're not really seeing the situation clearly. Okay. Or you feel like you have to set a boundary here because there's some type of poor judgment where you feel like this person is now blaming you for something. The Eight of Swords can feel the blame for something, but with the Judgment in reverse, whatever that judgment is that makes you feel that way, you feel like is an unfair judgment, something of that nature. So you're looking at a situation like, this is dangerous for me, or you're a fake friend, or you're my enemy, or there's things that are unclear. But again, the sun is in reverse. We do have the sun, but it's in reverse. So whatever you are seeing isn't really helping your optimism in the situation this week. And for some of you, there's a past energy that is presenting themselves as quite conceited, or they're not overly expressive, and it's kind of putting you in a position where you feel like you can't give it your full support. I do feel like there's something where you're choosing to let the tower fall, Gemini, because it's like, I can't give you this my full support. And there's, again, this may be something, the Nine of Wands is like an ongoing battle. This may be someone or a situation that you've dealt with before. If it's not a person, this is you in a certain direction when it comes to your personal goals, that it's like, I'm not giving up. You have a lot of anxiety when it comes to planting seeds or renewing things in a place of from a place of folding on your belief or stance. So there's this energy of not giving up. You're continuously doing something one set way. You may feel this week like you're the blame for something, but you feel like that blame, or if you feel gaslit or something like that, it's like you feel like it's coming from a place of poor judgment. And on top of that, it's creating more anxiety on your part when it comes to who you can trust, who you can't trust. And it's really overall essentially separating you more and more and more and more from a situation, because you're trying to decipher or discern a situation that's very unclear. You feel like you can't trust. There's an opportunity to connect with something that is unclear, or is presenting themselves as conceited or in their ego, something of that nature. And it's like, no, I'm just going to set my boundary. It's like you're finishing what you started here. Okay, you finish what you started. For some of you, Emperor in reverse, this is in regards to a masculine in your life, or someone you feel, Emperor in reverse is, it's like the Emperor in reverse is someone that, takes advantage of situations. It could be in regards to an absent father, or it's in regards to someone in your life that you feel like overstep their way with you in some way, or you feel like someone may have a tendency to do that with you. And there's this energy where it's like, I see you, but I don't trust you. And you're kind of over and over and over approaching situations where until it's more clear, you don't trust it. I don't want to share territory with you. It's that type of energy. And you have fear associated with, some of you have a literal fear of healing from a situation, or just letting go, because it would require you to put yourself in a situation where you're not protected. Seven of Wands in reverse feels like they're not protected, or it would require you to fold on your belief in a situation. And it's like, you don't want to do that. There's an energy where it's like, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. Or it's like, you may feel like someone is, even in a relationship, you may feel this week like someone is constantly trying to reconcile with you or apologize. But now there's some type of like dynamic manifested between the two of you where they can say whatever they want, but you don't trust it. There's something here where you don't trust. Okay. As much as you want to, you feel like putting yourself in that position is too unclear, and you're in a space of it shouldn't be that unclear. So you may kind of just let the tower fall. I mean, give me a little bit more on that tower. Yeah. 10 of Pentacles in reverse, Page of Swords in reverse. I feel like you're looking at this as something that's very unstable, potentially inherently unstable. That's like the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. That's like, ending the established, or ending something that may have been presented as wealthy or abundant, but it's like you're looking at this as it's foolish. It's like you see something as foolish. It's like you're ending something that, this kind of feels like ending generational bullshit, or even if that's in your own eras and lives and deaths of this universe and of this lifetime, it's like you're ending some type of superficial shit, because something is putting you in a position of, I can't trust you. You're recognizing the dangers of it. And there's too much anxiety when it comes to renewing or healing, whatever that is, because you feel like you can't see it clearly, or you feel like you'd have to put yourself in an unprotected situation. Okay. And if this is a friend, for some of you, this is just a friend trying to reconnect with you, or a sibling, even with the Six of Cups. You're looking at them as someone that does not have your best interests. So there is someone trying to connect with you, Gemini, this week, but you're not going to trust it, and your boundaries are going to, you're not letting them in at all. You're not letting them in. There's too much unclear. It's like you're trying to trust your intuition when it comes to the situation. Just give me a couple cards for the external energy. Five of Swords in reverse, okay. And the Chariot. So there is someone that's authentically trying to, like, transform a situation. The Five of Swords in reverse can be the card of admitting defeat, or it's like they just want to, like, they're trying to avoid escalating conflict, something like that. Someone could be trying to avoid escalating conflict by taking something into their own hands. It sounds kind of creepy. Just give me one more. But the Chariot has good meaning. Yeah, with the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like it's coming from a good place. So that there's someone's trying to avoid escalating conflict by taking matters into their own hands, or they're trying to overcome some type of conflict here. They're trying to overcome some type of conflict. The Chariot is seeking to overcome some type of conflict. They're feeling the need to be the one to take control or take the reins on a situation in something that it's like, Five of Swords in reverse is like admitting defeat or giving into a situation or trying to be a little bit more transparent. So someone is authentically trying to be more transparent with you or take control of a situation, Gemini, but you still don't trust it at all. You may be judging this person out the ass, or it's like there's a lot of assumptions. But give me a couple cards here for Gemini. So we do have sorry, I was like, do I want to take these cards? It came out kind of funny, but we have getting back to the basics, opportunity to get together with friends. There's someone working against you behind your back. Some of you are dealing with a rat. It's literally the card of a rat. I feel like you're trusting your intuition. It's like, you know that. We do have happiness, though. There's a lot of happiness and, like, simplicity and, like, contentment, getting back to the basics. We do have good news. Good news is on the way. 2 cards of good news. So there is good news. I would be mindful because getting together with friends and someone working against you behind your back came out. Some of you have, like, hidden friends, or, like, what do you call it? Like, friends that are enemies. Like, I don't even want to call it frenemies. It sounds too cute. It's like some of you guys, there may be an opportunity to connect with someone in the community or get together with friends, but it's like they may be low-key haters. Someone working against you behind your back. There is a suspicion. I mean, give me a little bit more on the rat. Nine of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles in reverse, and the Eight of Wands in reverse. So someone is making some type of there's some type of investment being made, Gemini, to avoid some type of risk. Okay? There's some type of investment being made. Or it's like for some of you, this is like a friend maybe that has accumulated some type of wealth or security. But it's like there's also this energy of like, this kind of reminds me of like when you get together with friends and your friends are like so prestigious, you know, or they have this energy about them where, you know, whatever they have or wherever they got their clothes, it's like you can't know where I got it though. It's like special. It's like it's classified information. It's like there may be someone that's trying to like be like this is classified information with you, when really they're just panicked or trying to keep their distance, or they're trying to hold back from something here progressing for you, something like that. Like someone seems to be potentially avoiding being vulnerable or holding back valuable information, or holding back, like there's some type of large purchase or financial situation that is being invested into for someone to, but like someone is choosing to cling to it's like they're not being vulnerable about something. Some of you, you have a friend that doesn't want to see you move or doesn't want to see you progress. Because we have a lot of security, abundance, something of that nature. And it's like someone is, for some of you, this is someone that's avoiding being abandoned. So if you're the one that got yourself in a position of financial stability or you're good on your own, someone's trying to avoid being abandoned. So it's like they're doing things behind your back. Something like that. I don't know. I don't want to, it's confusing. All right. But for signs, guys, we have Aries, Scorpio, Leo, Cancer, and Aquarius, Pisces. Could be any sign as far as elements go. All right. Cancer. All right, Cancer. What do we have for Cancer? What's good, Prince Cobra? What do we have for Cancer? General messages for Cancer. What can Cancer expect? One more. What can Cancer expect this week? Three shuffles. Overall energy for you, Cancer: Empress in reverse, the High Priestess in reverse, and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Well, something isn't really growing here, okay? And to be quite honest with you, it's not growing because I don't feel like your intentions in starting it was good. The High Priestess in reverse and the Page of Pentacles in reverse, that's someone that is very short-term focused, or they're trying to do something really quickly, and it causes things to go wrong, okay? Like this could be trying to manipulate an outcome, or this is you potentially going after a business or going after a goal, but it's not derived from your authentic self or what's truly good or what's of your higher self. There's something here that isn't growing, or you're not being supported, or it's being neglected in the long run. Like it's not sustainable because whatever seed you know kind of brought out to invest into that, it wasn't coming from a real place. It was the Page of Pentacles in reverse can be manipulative because he's short-term focused, especially with the High Priestess in reverse, which can be very manipulative as well. Is someone that you know suppresses secrets or their true desires, or they go against their higher knowing on a situation. Okay, so there's some type of like, you're in a space this week where you are approaching a situation, but it's not really going in the way you want it to go, or you're choosing to neglect the better half of yourself. It's like you're very short-term focused on something. I mean, I gotta see what's going on. The Moon in reverse, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and the Queen of Wands. Well, Cancer, there's something here that is kind of working against you. The Moon in reverse can feel like something is working against you. Something is like perceived bad luck surrounding something that's being illuminated. Okay, for some of you with this Queen of Wands, the Queen of Wands can be a friend. Okay, the Queen of Wands is essentially the woman that is very assertive. She's going to give you very honest advice, or she's going to tell you how it is. but the Queen of Wands is the only queen that can say something in such a blunt way and harsh way, but she means well. Okay, she's very assertive, but yet she's friendly. Like it's like there's a direction here, Cancer, that you're not welcoming associated with that energy. Okay, or you're not welcoming the friend in itself. It's like there could be someone here that is potentially. Give me a little bit more on that Queen of Wands. What is the Queen of Wands doing? Well, for some of you, Cancer, there's someone here that feels like you're being foolish, or they feel like you're entering a relationship for foolish reasons, or there's someone here that feels like even you are being manipulated potentially by someone or something of that nature. Like there's a friend. It doesn't have to be a female. It could be. It's just the energy. There's a friend here that seems to be standing up to some type of foolishness associated with you being manipulated or you being manipulative. It could be in regards to entering relationships for the wrong reasons or something like that. This could be like the friend of like, why are you going back to your ex? Something like that. Or there could be someone that is trying to, you know, be helpful or give you advice or something like that. But whatever this is, it doesn't seem to be welcomed by you. So you're in a space of kind of like scrambling, like you're being very short-term focused. Some of you are in a space where you could be the Queen of Wands, but you're not welcoming that with the Wheel of Fortune reverse right behind it. It's like you're not welcoming that Queen of Wands energy. So, because there's something here, you know, there's some type of point in your life recently or this week that is happening where something is becoming illuminated. And it's giving you the opportunity to kind of adjust or regain your composure or accept, you know, moon is like 12th house energy, where upright, we have the opportunity to accept something for what it is and close it out. But in reverse, sometimes it can cause us to kind of like, it's a good energy in regards to like, okay, subsiding anxiety, getting out of like the stress of something, but sometimes that energy in itself can subject ourselves to delulu type of energy. Okay, like the 12th house energy, when we get stuck in the 12th house, it causes us to, you know, get lost in the sauce a little bit. The 12th house is putting us in a position where there is a lot of unknown energy, and if we don't accept the clarity that we receive in order to avoid stressful situations, because again, the moon in reverse can be like, okay, subsiding anxiety, feeling some type of relief, you know, seeing something clearly. It can also be like wearing a mask a little bit, or it's almost like you're having a hard time closing something out in regards to something that you already know is true, or in regards to something that you already know. So you've been illuminated to something, but whatever this is, you're not really welcoming it. Okay, you're looking at it as like bad luck, or some things aren't changing. And you have a friend stepping in for you this week where they're being very assertive with you when it comes to what needs to change. Okay, or this is you having the opportunity to step into this Queen of Wands energy, which is someone that's very assertive. She takes initiative. She's very authentic. You know, she's envy because she does things that people are like, you know, giving her their side eye about. But essentially, the Queen of Wands is envied because she can do what she wants. She's kind of free. She's free. There's opportunity for freedom if you choose to go at something in a more authentic way. But I don't feel like you are. This is something that's not very authentic. This is something where you may have been short-term focused, looking for a short-term result, and it's causing things not to grow. So whether it's just you, maybe you started a business and you have the opportunity to step into that in the most authentic way possible, feeling yourself, being confident and all that shit. But it's like you may have tried to manipulate something or be someone you're not for a short-term game, and it's not growing because of it. It's like there's something here that is neglecting your true self, is neglecting your magic, your true magic, not manipulative bullshit, you know, playing the game of the 3D world, like true magic. Okay. So I don't know, Cancer, you have someone that's kind of like trying to help you. Okay. The Queen of Wands, it can be a friend. Like this is someone that's saying like, why are you doing that? Like, that's not who you are. Why are you getting into that relationship? Something like that. And you're not really wanting to hear it, to be quite honest with you. You're looking at them as, oh, you're just overly critical. You're very short-term focused. Give me one more on the Empress in reverse. Yeah, the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Not obtaining what you want here. What's the Page of Pentacles in reverse? The Empress in reverse, the Four of Pentacles in reverse, something is not stable. Something isn't stable enough. It's like going to fall. It's going to fall. Page of Pentacles in reverse with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Something is not sustainable. Now keep in mind this is just for a week, okay? So let's not be dramatic. Okay, but it does feel like there's something that's just not sustainable. And I don't even think you value it. The Four of Pentacles in reverse is saying you may not even give a shit about it that much. You don't even really value it that much. Some of you are just investing into a situation because you're dealing with someone that is being very generous with their resources or what they own, what they have. Okay, so if you're invested into a relationship, it's because they're being very generous with their resources. But it's like something is very short term. It's not sustainable because you don't even give a shit about it. You know, even if it's a job where you started a TikTok or something, you're talking about shit you don't even give a shit about. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately, we sometimes we have to do shit we don't really give a shit about too much. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, our fundamental truth and the foundation and our reasonings as to why we can kind of look back and say, but this is why I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's something here that isn't rooted properly. Empress in reverse. It's not rooted properly. It's rooted in short-term gain. And therefore, it's not going to grow because you don't even fucking value it. You may be just there because you're receiving a lot of generosity or it's giving you some type of short-term. It could be giving you some type of short-term financial support. But it's causing you to also miss out on a lot of opportunities. It's not divine. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. It's not divine. It's not for you. It's not of you. And it's like there's an opportunity to be of you. That's why the Queen of Wands is she's free. She's free out of all the queens. Because she does how she pleases. She's very rooted in principle. So it's like there's an opportunity for you to be a little bit more rooted in why you do what you do and be confident in that. Okay. Now again, we don't have to be dramatic. It could be something, maybe you're wanting to lose weight, but you're not doing it for you. You're doing it for a guy. You know what I'm saying? So therefore it's not going to be sustainable because the root power is fragile. The root power is going to shift based off of that guy. You have to do things because you want to do it, not because of anybody else. Or it's never going to work. So you always have to pay attention to even people you associate with, what their motives are. Because that's how you know if someone's flaky or fragile. Because a lot of people are like that. They operate based off of like the world and other people, which makes them very questionable individuals. We do have boots. There's a need to increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. So for some of you, maybe you've just been neglecting it too. Maybe you need to increase your efforts. You know, we do have June. What month are we in? July. So something could have happened last month or something like that. We have ear. If someone's in your ear, like, but it's good news. There's good news. Someone's trying to direct you on the right path. Arrow. Okay. Someone's trying to direct you on the right path. And that, again, this could be you having the ability to direct yourself, or there's a friend that's trying to direct you on the right path. We do have Tulip, great passion, Queen of Wands. That's like the energy you need to step into. Passionate energy, rooted energy, you know, where your passion is. But there needs to be more effort in your passions, you know, and if you keep continually, like, for example, if it's just like a goal, like you want to lose weight or you are wanting to save money or you're wanting to whatever your goal is, again, this week is saying you're not going to obtain it because you don't give a shit enough. So if you find yourself and notice yourself neglecting your personal goals, you have to ask yourself why. Why don't I care? You know, or where is this? Why am I? Like, you have to also understand the intentions and reasonings into why you do what you do so you can sustain it. That's what keeps us driven, because we can't rely on other people to give a shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Why are you doing what you're doing? And if you're only doing it for a temporary or short-term gain, ask yourself, is it worth missing the opportunities? Is it worth it? Or if some of you may be missing opportunities for some type of short-term game or gain. I don't know, something's not growing. Some of you, this is in regards to a friendship too. For some of you, this is a friendship that you have with someone that's not growing. Some of you have a friend that is being, like, she's a real friend. I always say a real friend is someone that's going to tell you off before they talk behind your back. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying this person's telling you off, but you do have someone that is coming in with good intentions with something, and you're looking at them like, oh, you're just being overly critical, something like that. Like, some of you guys are losing out on something valuable, or you're losing out on a good friend because you're looking at them as overly critical or something like that. So you got a friend here. It is showing up as a female energy. Okay, it doesn't have to be, but it is someone that is trying to be a little bit more nurturing and understanding of the situation, but they're also going to call you out on it, or they're going to kind of like say what they mean or say how they authentically feel in regards to why you're doing what you're doing. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse does not have good motives, you know what I mean? Or she's invested into situations for all the wrong reasons. So I don't know what to tell you. But you could be doing, we have Taurus and Pisces, strong Pisces, Taurus, and Aries. All right. All right, what do we have for Leo? What messages do we have for Leo, universe, spirits, and guides? What can Leo expect this week? Four more. What can Leo expect this week? What's good, Maria? Altiz. Two more for Leo. What can Leo expect this week? Three shuffles. Overall energy for you, Leo, I like this. Getting out of your head and getting into your power. Nine of Swords in reverse, the Magician, okay? The Empress in reverse. So a lot of you guys are finding that it's like finding it necessary this week to kind of overlook things or kind of push things back under the rug to kind of stay in your power, because you're influenced by the lack of support or the lack of growth or something of that nature. There's something here that you may be recognizing isn't growing, or you're recognizing lacks support, something of that nature. And it's like you're in a space of like, I can do something about this. Okay, so I feel like you're trying to not stress too much about something, but you know, simultaneously I also feel like there's certain aspects that you may have been stressed about in your life where you may be feeling the need to ignore that to kind of focus on what's in your control, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, but I do feel like you're seeing the need for you to embrace your abilities, skills, talents, or whatever. It's like step in your power to kind of show up for someone that, some of you guys are showing up for someone, because I wanted to say it like that. You may be showing up for someone that lacks support, or you're recognizing something isn't growing. So it's like you're trying to just stay in your power, but it does have you potentially not wanting to talk about certain things. Like for a lot of you this week, Leo, you're in a space where you don't really want to talk about certain things, you know, even in your relationships or with other people, because you're in a space of like, I can't think about that right now. Have you ever been in that type of position? It's like, I can't think about that right now. It's like, I get it, but I have to stay in my power. It's like, there's something, it's like, I can't think about that right now. There's literally nothing I can do about it. There's no sense in talking about it. You know, even in your relationships, you may be unsure or unclear. So you're in a space of not even wanting to talk or not wanting to talk about certain things because you feel like it just causes negative circumstances or scenarios. And you're trying to focus on what's in your control. 10 of Cups in reverse. Some of you guys aren't really happy. Well, there's a situation here, Leo, that is quite dysfunctional. You're recognizing the dysfunctional shit in a situation. Some of you guys are recognizing you're dealing with a deadbeat. Knight of Pentacles in reverse is the deadbeat, okay? Or is someone that they're too inconsistent to rely on, even if it's a friend or someone within a family dynamic. There's something here where it's like, this is very inconsistent, or I can't rely on this. There's something here that is creating a lot of fear. Okay, you're having a hard time even showing compassion. Some of you guys are having a hard time showing compassion for a deadbeat. That's like, I don't like that word, but I don't know how else to explain it. And if you're in space of, I don't even want to talk about that. Some of you guys are recognizing like something isn't playing out the way you wanted to, or you're recognizing like you're not getting that happily ever after, or you're recognizing an outcome isn't how you originally want it to be, but you're still in a space of, okay, well, what can I do about it? What was under here? 7 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, there's some type of reality check going on for you, where it's like, you don't support me. You don't support me. Again, you could be dealing with the feminine energy going through this, where you're in a space where you feel like you can step into a position to help this person, whether it's your mom or someone like that. Because there's a feminine energy that's like, there's some type of like reality check, or they're feeling limited when it comes to their options. And it's very shattering. It's very like discouraging, like someone's very discouraged. And this could be you, where you're recognizing something is a little bit discouraging, but it's like not causing you to hesitate on your ability to change, or your ability to use your skills, gifts, talents, or abilities to influence a situation. So yeah, this week you're in a space of not really wanting to talk about certain things. You could also being smart when it comes to your influence in general in the workplace or whatever it may be. You're being very smart to not talk about certain things, because you're aware that the moment you start talking about that, shit's going to hit the fan. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you feel like there's nothing I can do about it right now. So what's the point in talking about it? Something like that. That's like the energy. Now we have a new moon coming up in your sign. Why did I just get goosebumps? You guys got a new moon coming up in your sign here soon. I think it's like in the next 4 or 5 days. So I feel like you're becoming aware of your magic, what you can do in a situation. You're being very resourceful and intelligent when it comes to how you approach the situation. Give me more on that Magician, the Tower. Some of you guys are manifesting just a fucking tower. I mean, Knight of Swords in reverse. So you're influencing some of you guys are influencing being smart. You're being smart because of a sudden change, and it's causing you to have an inferiority complex when it comes to speaking on the reality of something. There's some type of sudden change, but it's also putting you in a position of, some of you guys are choosing to use your ability to neglect a situation intentionally. Like some of you guys may be trying to push someone else away because you're aware that you don't have the ability to walk away for whatever reason. So you may be trying to push someone away. Okay, especially when it comes to relationships or even family. You may be seeing your family as toxic and dysfunctional, so you're using your ability to like push them away, or you're using your ability to kind of let things fall off naturally. Some of you guys are intentionally like saying things and then backing up, saying things, backing up. That's the Knight of Swords in reverse, because the Knight of Swords in reverse is someone that's aware that they don't have their armor. They're aware that this could be a touchy situation. And it's kind of like the dog that barks and then like hides behind the coach when thunder hits, you know, and it kind of feels like there's something where it's like you may be trying to influence a situation where it's like you're almost trying to cause someone else to destruct the situation. You're trying to influence someone else to be the destroyer. Okay. Now, for example, like if you're in a relationship where you feel like you're dealing with a deadbeat, you're feeling like you're dealing with someone that all they do is nothing. Okay. You may be trying to use your ability to kind of say things to make them hate you. I mean, that's kind of because it's like you want them to leave, something like that. Or you're using your ability to neglect their needs or neglect them somehow because you're sick of it. It's like you're sick of something, like go away. Some of you are helping someone else do this, okay? Some of you may be in a space where you're helping a mother be more careful when it comes to resources, or you're helping your mother deal with a coward or a criminal even. Knight of Swords in reverse can be a criminal or a coward. So I don't know, you're being very careful. It's like you're approaching a very dysfunctional, fucked up situation. This is very dysfunctional. It's very fucked up in a very, very intelligent and wise way. And you feel like you have the ability to do this. You feel like you have the ability to cause some type of destruction. And again, it's like you're trying to, because the magician, it's like you're trying to be intelligent because you know you're dealing with like a criminal mind. Like, you know, you're dealing with someone that can't handle grown conversations, or you know, you're dealing with someone that there's no point in being honest with them. It's like you're dealing with like criminal minds. That's very specific. For some of you, it's a criminal. Or it's not as easy as just saying it, something like that. Some of you have the power as well. So if you are dealing with a criminal within a family dynamic, you're in a space of kind of using whatever ability you have to influence them to change, okay? Or influence, and I'm not even saying to change for the betterment of you, but there's something here where you're trying to influence some type of destruction because you feel this destruction is only being upheld, or you feel like this chaos is only being upheld by like criminal minds. It's like very chaotic, it's very destructive, or it's like you're dealing with a deadbeat, something like that. Or again, some of you, this is a mother figure or someone in your life that you're applying your influence in the situation because they lack the strength to do so. But again, some of you simply lack the strength. Like, you don't know how to deal. You don't know how to deal with this deadbeat energy. So instead, you're depleting them. You're starving them of all of their narcissistic needs. So then they'll have to either cause destruction within themselves or fucking leave. You're depleting them. It's criminal minds. It's like the only way, and if you even watch and do research on narcissists, and I never talk about narcissists because it's talked about way too much, like when there's really not that many, okay? Everyone thinks everyone's a narcissist when really, no, you just have a difference in values, okay? But it's like, the only way to deal with a true narcissist is to play their game, not to be a narcissist, but to play things like they would play it. That's really the only way you can deal with them, okay? But yeah, I'm not saying you're dealing with a narcissist, but you feel like someone is, like your mother figure, or you feel like there's some type of narcissistic shit going on. Whether they are or not, you feel like they are. So you're in a space of, I can't be normal in this situation. So it's like you're playing their game, or you know the game that needs to be played in order to cause destruction. Like, you can't be fair with narcissists. You can't be nice and sensitive and have open conversations. You can't. It just doesn't work. And if you don't know what I mean, you've never dealt with a narcissist. You know what I mean? We do have hammock. So vacation physically or mentally. And some of you, this is just you recognizing where you need to play a game very well within your own influence, within your own business, you know, recognizing what not to talk about and what to talk about, because again, we could just simplify this reading a little bit. And it's like needing to recognize that it's like you're not talking about certain things because it's like you're trying to be wise when it comes to, like, people wouldn't be in support of that, okay, something like that. Or you're trying to be wise when it comes to something not growing. So it's like you're approaching something not growing with a criminal mind. Very interesting. I'm not saying you're a criminal, but it's like you're playing a game or you're being very intelligent. It's like, who's that girl? There's a book I read years ago. It's called Bulletproof. And I really recommend reading that book. Any type of mental survival instincts that you need is going to be in that book. What was her name? But this is what it kind of reminds me of. Bulletproof. If you look up the book Bulletproof. But I recommend that book for you. That's your recommendation. I'm not saying you need to be bulletproof. It's more so in the mind frame. Like there's something where you need to head fuck someone because you know the type of person you're dealing with. We do have pin. So we do have pin. Fair man. Dealings or relationships with a man with blonde or gray white hair. Firecracker. So excitement. Okay, I'm going to take on this challenge. We do pay attention to your health as well. Some of you guys are paying attention to the health of someone else or the health of a mother, something like that. Just give me one more for Leo. Okay, we got 2. So we do have a path of money is waiting for you. Some of you guys are influencing your financial situation. We do have broken ring, parting of the ways in either romance or business. This is definitely a parting. There's some type of parting in romance or business, something of that nature. So interesting. So you're being super intelligent this week, super intellectually understanding of your situation, of the power you hold, or you're doing this for another feminine energy in your life or a business where you're looking at it from a third party's perspective and kind of directing the chess pieces or helping someone direct the chess pieces. Or within a business, it's like, okay, if I make this move, this is what's going to happen. Then I'm going to make this move. And then you're not doing it because I don't see any snaky behavior. You're doing it because you know that that's the game you're playing. Like, this is the game that needs to be played. It's the only way you're going to win. And I don't even feel like it's for sneaky reasons. It's because you're aware of the destruction of some type of like criminal, or, you know, you're dealing with criminal minds. You know, you're dealing in business matters with people that play that game and you can't avoid it. There's something here where you can't avoid. I don't know. It's very interesting reading. But Bulletproof. Oh my God, this bothered me. I know her name. But that is... I used to be obsessed with her and I stopped watching her content. I don't even know if she makes content anymore. She's very intelligent. Oh, Evie Pomperuas. Evie Pomperuas. Okay. But she has a book called Becoming Bulletproof. And this is what this reminds me of. Like, you're dealing with criminal minds. So you could be dealing with a Leo. We also have Virgo, Gemini, Taurus, Aries, and Scorpio. Vacation is needed. Yeah, you can definitely use your influence to go on vacation too. You know what I mean? All right, Virgo. What do we have for Virgo? 3 shuffles. What can Virgo expect this week? Virgo. Two more. What can Virgo expect this week? Overall energy for you, Virgo. Okay. 2 of Wands in reverse. Look at all this held back energy. 2 of Wands in reverse, 8 of Wands in reverse, and the Knight of Wands in reverse, 7 of Pentacles. Wait. Okay. You're waiting. Okay. So you see a worthy investment. Okay. Or you see the value in something, or the High Priestess. Okay. It's like you see the value in something, Virgo. I don't see you doing anything to actually move toward that, whatever that is for you this week. But you seem to be obtaining, like the High Priestess, this could be you, just sitting with God, or sitting with yourself, and, you're being guided in a certain direction. Okay. It could be in regards to work, King of Pentacles, hidden knowledge in regards to, okay, you're receiving hidden knowledge in regards to taking a practical approach to heal from something, or there's hidden knowledge. Okay. So, okay, you understand the value in some type of hidden knowledge. Maybe you're becoming previewed. It's like you're being previewed to hidden knowledge. You're being previewed to hidden knowledge, but you're taking the conservative approach here. It's almost like you're thinking on something. It's like you're not wanting to be too impulsive this week. You're kind of staying put right now. You're also a little bit hesitant, like, no. Like, even if this is your own downloads, where if this knowledge is coming from your gods and your guides, okay? God, not gods. Sorry about that. But it's like, even if these dark downloads are coming from your God or your guides or whatever it may be, it's like you're thinking on something. It's like you need to ponder. You're thinking on something. You're not in a space this week where you're wanting to act too quickly on something. The Hangman, again, new perspectives. What are you doing, Virgo? This is like a lot of waiting, a lot of not saying anything, a lot of like, just not, I don't know, you're not doing anything. You're really not doing anything. You're keeping your thoughts to yourself when it comes to something you are being previewed to. And that previewed information could be how to be successful, for example, with the King of Pentacles, or it could be in regards to a masculine energy too, or or even how to, 6 of Cups in reverse, how to heal childhood traumas or something like that. It's like there's some type of practical approach you could take to move on from your own patterns, okay? Or something of that nature, but it's like you're holding back. You're not doing anything, like nothing. I don't even know what to talk about. You're even keeping your thoughts to yourself. It's like, okay, maybe I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this is the right decision for me. I mean, how is Virgo becoming previewed to this information? 9 of Swords. So it's some type of subject of gossip. So there's some type of subject of gossip. For some of you, that's why you're kind of waiting, because the 9 of Swords is like something that is being shown as something negative, or something that it's like someone is stressed because of some type of negative subject. The 9 of Swords can be like a negative subject of gossip, but you're seeing it as like, wait, holding back. Some of you within your relationships, you're becoming previewed to maybe how your partner really thinks, or what your partner truly wants, or something like that. But it's kind of putting you in a position of like needing to think on this, okay? Maybe even your partner may be kind of saying something that's been on their mind, or there's a negative discussion potentially, or a discussion that is derived from anxiety or worst case scenario thinking, and you're becoming previewed to something that makes you feel, okay, I need to take a step back. Even if you see the value in something, Just give me one more. How is Virgo becoming previewed? Seven of Wands. So maybe that's why you're kind of taking a step back, because however this information is being previewed, like the Nine of Swords and the Seven of Wands, that's someone that, again, there's some type of subject of gossip, and it's coming off very strong. The Seven of Wands is someone that's standing up for their beliefs, or they're feeling attacked, or they're feeling like they need to protect themselves. Like maybe, for example, your partner or someone in your friend group or in your colleagues, they're communicating to in a way where you may be the problem, or they're communicating in a way where something is the problem. And it puts you in a position of like, so I guess you think I'm a problem. You know what I'm saying? And even if there's hidden knowledge being revealed when it comes to what this person truly wants with you, it also kind of puts you in a position where, wait, I need to take a step back, because now I don't know how I feel about you, or now I don't know how I feel about the situation. I don't know what to think about this. So there's something here where you don't know what to think about because of the way it's being previewed. It's being previewed in a way of like, you know, someone that is standing very strongly on something, or someone that is kind of feeling defensive, someone that is feeling the need to protect themselves. Like, for example, if you're trying to get on with your colleagues, for example, right, you may start up a conversation with them and they're very defensive, you know, where they may be saying things, but it's coming from a place of potentially making you feel attacked in some way, or this person is coming off like they feel like you are attacking them, or or something like that. Like something is coming off very strong, where it's like, I don't know what to think about this. So you're kind of staying put right now. You're a little bit, I mean, give me more on that Two of Wands in reverse. You're a little bit on the fence. Three of Wands, you're seeing how this plays out. You're waiting. You're waiting. You're seeing how this plays out. The Knight of Cups in reverse. So, because the reality is, Virgo, you feel like someone's handling something very immaturely. And I feel like you're in a space of giving someone enough room to make things right with you, or you're giving a situation enough room to see where the situation goes. But you're kind of expecting this person to, like, from your perspective, you're assuming that this person is emotionally not invested, or they're not really inspired to pursue you. You feel like someone is inspired to pursue you because of something that you've been previewed to. But in reality, Virgo, whatever you've been previewed to is some type of hidden knowledge. It's like the secret. But you're like, oh, that's too immature. That's what I'm saying. Things aren't what it appears to be. What's right is left and what's left is right. Something is like twisted, where it has you kind of like flabbergasted a bit in a way of like feeling sure of yourself. Oh, like, okay, I'm not going to move that direction because that seems very immature, or that seems like, or clearly they must not want to work with me, you know, or clearly something because of how they're standing on something. This is someone that is standing up for their beliefs, or they're very confident in something that is being talked about, something of that nature. But it's like, this is like the secret. There's hidden knowledge here. So it kind of feels like something that is opposed to you this week, Virgo, or someone that is presenting itself as being opposed to you, actually has like deep-rooted secrets that could help you in the workplace for some of you, or this is someone that has deep-rooted secrets associated with like healing from something. I don't know, there's something valuable. Something is valuable. But you're in a space of like, no. I feel like you're not getting on with someone, is what this feels like. You're keeping your thoughts to yourself. You feel like you'd be fighting a losing battle. See, you feel like someone is taking a relentless approach. Okay? You feel like there's some type of new perspective it's like, that's relentless. Give me more on the Ace of Swords in reverse, the Queen of Wands. You're not understanding someone. Again, the Queen of Wands, I was kind of explaining this to Cancer. You could be dealing with Cancer. The Queen of Wands is someone that's standing up for their beliefs. It's like they're free from any restrictions that would make them need to conform or be conservative in any other manner. And the Queen of Wands is someone that has good intentions, but she can come off very passionate. There's some type of misunderstanding about someone that is coming off very passionate. Maybe this is a friend that is trying to help you, Virgo. Sorry about that. What was this? No, okay. Maybe there's a friend that's trying to help you, Virgo. And it's like you're not understanding. It's not clocking to you. Like someone's standing on business, Virgo. Virgo, I feel like you got a solid opportunity. This feels like worky, I'm not going to lie, or it feels like an opportunity to see things differently. Like someone's standing on business, like someone's coming off really strong. Now this could just be like an indirect preview to something. Like maybe you listen to a podcast or something. Okay, but the way something is being addressed is like, oh, that can't be right. Y'all sound crazy. Y'all sound crazy. And it's distorting the message. Something is distorting the message of this Queen of Wands. So let's just put it this way. There's an opportunity here to think or evaluate some type of hidden knowledge associated with your work or the ability to up your status or something of that nature, even make more money to pay your bills or something like that, or to take a more practical approach to healing or letting go of negative past or patterns, something like that. But it is going to like put you in a spot of like, no, that's too uncomfortable. Two of Wands in reverse is generally like limiting themselves because fear of the unknown, limitations in their reality. Maybe you feel like there's certain aspects that are limiting you, when in reality, I feel like you're just avoiding being impulsive, or there's some type of anxiety being triggered because of how something is coming off. It's coming off so strong. That is very strong. So yeah, someone's going to come off very strong to you this week. Or again, it could be more indirect where you're listening to a podcast or something like that. And it gives you some type of hidden knowledge, or even this is your own delulu thoughts, Virgo, of like what could be, or there's some type of hidden, High Priestess can be more hidden desires too. Maybe your hidden desires are the secret to the life you're wanting, but it's like you're limiting yourself because it's like not wanting to be impulsive. It's like, no, that would be immature. That would be immature for me to do that. Or you're looking at, if you're dealing with a person, you're just looking at someone else as like immature. So there's some type of misunderstanding, or you're keeping your thoughts to yourself when it comes to some type of desire to associate yourself with something that would feel good or set you free to some extent, or could help you in business matters. Queen of Wands is very entrepreneurial. But with this Hangman, it's like you're kind of in an analysis paralysis type of space because there's certain aspects, Virgo, you're refusing to compromise on. So as much as the hidden knowledge is there, whether that's in your own realm of spirit or whether it's being, delivered to you, it's too strong where you're like, no, like the Nine of Wands in reverse is refusing to compromise, but you may need to compromise a little bit if you want it. But it's like, you're like, no. I mean, what does Virgo need to compromise on? The Empress in reverse. So, for those of you in a relationship, you may need to recognize where your partner is neglected or recognize what's being neglected. Because what you need to compromise on is something that's being neglected. Or Empress in reverse can be like overbearing tendencies. Some of you, if this is a business partnership, this is someone that has overbearing tendencies, Virgo. But it's like they're coming from a good place. Because some of you guys are choosing to limit a partnership or limit something or limit a partner because you're looking at them as just in a mood, or you're looking at them as immature. But it's like you need to compromise on someone's overbearing tendencies, or why someone is overbearing. I don't know, something like that. I mean, just give me one more. What does Virgo need to compromise on, or what? The Chariot. Some of you, there's something about a vehicle you need to compromise on. I don't know, it's for you if it's for you. Something about a vehicle, or there's something that it's like you can't control someone. The Chariot in reverse is someone that's trying to control someone. right? Trying to control how things move forward, trying to control how things go. There's something here where you may need to kind of hold it together or find ways to take control in this situation without controlling, without being the one to coerce someone into a certain way or category. It's like there's something here where it's like you have the ability to take control without controlling another individual, associated with overbearing tendencies or associated with potentially something that is being neglected. I don't know. Some of you, there's like, I don't know. For those of you that are dealing with a feminine, and for those of you that are dealing with a situation where you don't want to get pregnant, or there's a desire, it's like you don't want this. Like the Empress in reverse can be like unwanted pregnancy or not wanting to get pregnant. If you know you're dealing with someone, Virgo, that wants a baby and you don't, or vice versa, it's your responsibility to distance yourself from that situation. It's not fair to put something so big on someone in one way or another. If someone doesn't want kids, then maybe they shouldn't have kids. If someone wants kids, that's going to be super important for them to have kids. You know what I'm saying? So there's something you need to distance yourself from, or understand that you can't control someone. I don't know. Or if this is more of a personal thing, this is you having the ability to take control and have some type of victory and success surrounded to something that is not growing or it's being neglected. I don't know. I'm just going to get off that. Okay. But you do have a friend that's coming off very strong, or someone's coming off strong. And it seems to be like lost in translation. Something is being lost in translation. We have lightning. So something is like coming off very angry. Angry. Oh, love. We have barrel. You may feel like something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. See, you sense it. And sometimes the universe communicates with us in the weirdest ways, okay? Like if something's not good for us, sometimes upheaval is the tower comes in, or if we've been resisting some type of change over and over and over and over, the tower happens. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. There's something here. It's like something's missing. Some of you, it feels like love is missing. And it's like there's opportunity. Some of you, we have mice. I swear a card dropped down here, didn't it? Oops. Ooh. We have woman, dealings or relationships with a woman with dark hair. So there could be dealings or relationships with a woman with dark hair. There's another one that's here. So Bull, you have plenty of material things. Virgo, if you are looking at your life and you're like, damn, I have everything I could need to be happy, but it's like, I'm still not happy. For the mice card, by the way, I forgot to read that. There could be discords among friends or family. Some of you, like your family is like fucking annoying, or they're like, I'm not saying you have to cut off your family, but it's like there could be like just discords there where you need to understand where people value, like because someone doesn't value a certain way of doing things, does that mean you're not going to do it? You know what I mean? I don't know. If someone loves you, it's like they love you. You know what I mean? Unconditionally. And as long as you're not out here hurting people outside natural karma. I'm not saying you should hurt people, but you know what I'm saying? Okay. As long as you're not hurting people, do what makes you happy. And if someone truly loves you, it's like they will want that for you. They will want to see you authentically happy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. You have plenty of material things, but something still feels lacking. And there is something that is coming off like lightning. Okay. So let's give you one more. So opportunity for financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. So for some of you, maybe that's the secret too, because there was past influence, like doing something like from the past in a different way, or healing something in that regard. I don't know. Either way, you could be dealing with a Cancer. We have Taurus, Pisces, or Virgo. Could be any sign as far as elements go. Okay. All right, quick break. I'm in variation with my family. I've noticed how toxic, jealous family I have. Yep. John, I just read your comment. As you see. Hi, Rose. You are wearing your hat. Are you back on the smokes? Yes. Yes. I'm gonna quit. You've been smoking for years and try quitting. I'm honestly not really worried about it. I'm going to quit, but that's the problem. I'm not really overly worried about it. I don't know. It's just not the right time, I don't think. You know what I'm saying? I get into spaces in my life where it's like, oh, everything's good, and then it's not good. And then it's like, I can't keep up. And it's annoying because I authentically just want a simple, happy life. And it's like, I can feel like I can't settle. And I need to be settled to quit smoking. For real, 100%. So I need to get into a settled space. That's my goal. I just don't know what that looks like. But I will get there, my loves. I will. We all will. Yeah, we all got our shit. That's for sure. But I'm in a really good space, honestly. But like, when it comes to like incorporating all things good within my reality on a whole, that's the space I'm going for. You know what I'm saying? Everything should be in relation to authenticity and truth and all of that. And it's like, I'm not going to talk too much on that, but it's like, I just want to get a beach house on the lake and fucking move on with my life. You know what I'm saying? For reals. That's my goal. Nothing too complicated. That's why it's annoying. It's like, shouldn't be complicated. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, we put too much faith in situations. I just want to be in a settled space. For real. You're the same boat. Things that make me the most happy are so simple, like food, coffee, just peace and quiet. You know what I'm saying? Simple shit. Happy kids, fires. I want to have a campfire. I can't even have a, like, shit like that. Like, that makes me authentically happy. I have zero desire to have whatever we're influenced to want, whatever that looks like. I have none. I just want peace. Saying, I think we need to be the kind to ourselves. Life is, oh yeah, life is hard. We keep trying every damn day. Love your work. I honestly don't know arts likes. I honestly don't know what that's about. I have no idea. People are just getting crowns. It's not in my doing, just so you know. I don't know what that means. I have to look into it and I keep forgetting. So I don't know what that's about. I don't know how you got it, but you got a crown, girl. I don't know. I started smoking very young. Getting pregnant, I don't think I ever stopped. Well, it's easy to quit when you are pregnant because you're sick about everything. I couldn't even drink coffee when I was pregnant. For real, for real. Makes me sick. All right, what do we have for Libra? It's a lot different when you got a baby in your belly, that's for sure. What do we have for Libra, universe, spirits, and guides? Libra. What can Libra expect this week? Three shuffles. Ooh, the Empress. We're going to keep her. She's beauty and she's grace. What's that line out of Miss Congeniality? I haven't seen that movie in years, but there's a line that's like, she's beauty and she's grace. She's, what is it? I don't know. There's a line in that movie. That's what I heard with that card. All right, overall energy for you. Did I cut the deck yet? I don't even know. I just got to roll back here. Did I cut the deck? No, I didn't, did I? I didn't cut the deck, did I? I did? Okay. I was like, did I cut the deck? Okay, I just wanted to make sure of that. So overall energy for you this week, Two of Swords in reverse, Page of Wands in reverse, Five of Pentacles in reverse, and the Knight of Wands. I like this. You know, I feel like this is you making rational and well-informed decisions associated with what you're not interested in, what you are interested in. A lot of you guys are getting your mojo back too. Like this is having high energy this week, you know, feeling on top of your shit, you know, being in your power, using your abilities, skills, gifts, talents, abilities, influence, energetic influence as well in situations. It's like you're staying on top of your energy. It's like you're getting things done. Some of you guys are overcoming some type of temporary hardship, whether that's financially or health-wise, or there's some type of like, you know, adversity that you're overcoming because it's like you're getting things done. It's like you're getting a lot done this week. And again, you're making very well-informed decisions. I'm going to clarify that. We do have the Three of Swords, King of Cups, and the Two of Wands in reverse. Well, a lot of you guys are just being very mature and wise when it comes to the grass not being greener on the other side, whatever that means for you. There's still some type of painful situation, or there's still a situation that you're recognizing you're bonded to, or you're having a hard time letting go of for whatever reason, okay? And you're trying to be emotionally mature and grounded in whatever that is. But when it comes to new partnerships or opportunities for new partnerships, you're in a space of kind of limiting that on purpose because you're aware that the grass isn't greener over there, whether you've experienced that or not already, or whether there's already been some type of pain, or you're aware that something is not good for you. Okay, this is you recognizing your limitations, making well-informed, factual decisions on, you know, not being immature about a situation. There's something here where you're very decisive that it's like, I can't be immature about something. And if you feel like you're dealing with people that are choosing the more immature route, or if you're dealing with people that are lacking patience, or if you're dealing with people that are, or even if you are aware of aspects that maybe you have even procrastinated on, you're in a space of being very action oriented this week. I love this. King of Wands too. damn, very action oriented, because this is you aware of potential, or you're aware of what will happen if you don't. The Ace of Wands in reverse can be someone that is aware of external circumstances and aware of the trials and frustrations that will occur if they don't take action on it, or if they do something a certain way. And there seems to be something that you feel like, okay, I need to act on this or do something about this, or it's like you're kind of asserting yourself with a protocol that stem from facts and emotional maturity. So, I mean, give me a little bit more on that Page of Wands in reverse. Eight of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles. Some of you guys, when it comes to love matters, you're aware that you are dealing with someone that just lacks patience to actually put in the work in the way that's needed. And you're in a space of, it doesn't matter if I love you, because the love is not lost. The love is still here. But you're also aware it causes you a lot of pain, or it causes you to be betrayed in the end. And you may be recognizing as well, someone lacks the patience. You're either recognizing aspects of yourself where you lack the patience, or you procrastinated, or you're recognizing you're dealing with someone, or whoever's communicating with you this week, that they lack the patience to actually put in the work in the way that's needed to be done. It's like, this is you. Some of you guys are approaching something this week where you're finishing something you've started before. Like maybe you started something a few weeks ago or a couple months ago, or there was something that needed your attention that you seem to have the ability, skill, and qualifications to be able to follow through with something. So some of you guys are making a well-informed decision that, okay, I need to finish this, or I need to work on this first. And there's a lot of healing being done in that aspect, where even if you're not making any choices to move forward or do anything new, you're kind of changing the situation that you're dealing with, where you're working on what's in your control. And when it comes to love, I feel like when it comes to love, you may not be outwardly communicating too much, because you're trying to be emotionally mature about something not being good for you. There, like some people will entertain love just because it's there, or some people will just will entertain things without considering whether that person is good for them, or whether they're good for that person. It's like they'll entertain it in such an immature way. Like the King of Cups is someone that is approaching a situation with maturity. They're empathizing for the reality they're in, or they're empathizing for a situation. And there's something here where you're limiting yourself from moving forward with a partnership, because you're trying to be emotionally mature about even your own pain. Like, for example, if it's a long-term relationship, this is you taking it upon yourself to recognize, I don't know if I'll ever be able to trust you again, or I don't know if I'll ever be able to heal from this. Therefore, I'm going to take it upon myself to kind of handle myself accordingly, instead of trying to force you to be a certain way. This is you recognizing, okay, I'm going to work on me, or I'm going to work on a new direction, or something of that nature. You're not in a space where you're putting in the work so you can move on to new love right away. It's more so this is you inspired to kind of focus on your wounds, or focus on be mature about any type of betrayal. It's like you're taking accountability for some type of betrayal. You're making a well-informed decision. So, because yeah, Empress, it's like you matured. Like some of you guys are approaching a situation very maturely. It's like you've grown from something. Some of you, there's children involved, so it's like it's not about love, or whether, for some of you, it's more so about for the kids, or you're doing something because of the kids, something like that. Give me more on this King of Cups. Some of you guys have a water sign that is trying to open up to you, but you don't trust this person's motives. Okay? Some of you are also being emotionally mature in regards to your own selfishness, okay? Or in regards to you not being able to trust someone's motives. So you're taking it upon yourself to limit that aspect, because you know if you continue it, you're going to be putting a person in a position where it's an unfair situation, or you know you're going to be putting a person in a position where they'll have to change in a way that may not really be authentic to them. Something like that. So it's like you're trying to be emotionally mature about your own selfishness, or you may be overlooking or making a well-informed decision to not move towards someone that's trying to open up to you, because you're aware that there's too much damage, or you're aware the grass isn't greener over there for whatever reason. Okay? So you're making well-informed decisions. You're very focused. You seem to be overcoming some type of hardship, temporary hardship, something of that nature. She's Miss United States. Okay. Give me a little bit more on the Empress, because she did want to pop out. Ooh, okay. Ace of Swords in reverse, and the Knight of Cups. Some of you guys have like a Prince Charming coming towards you, or someone that's trying to open up to you, or someone that's trying to woo you. But you seem to be keeping your thoughts to yourself, and this is a new way for you to deal with the situation. So some of you guys, you're receiving some type of support, or there's opportunity for love, but you seem to be in a space where you're keeping your thoughts to yourself. And this is like a new era for you, or this is like new for you. Like, it may be new for you to approach this person this way. You're keeping your thoughts to yourself. Because if it is like someone coming in, this is you feeling like, okay, like, I know the grass isn't greener over there, but you're trying to be mature about it, okay? So you're keeping your thoughts to yourself to some extent. Some of you also have some level of growth or opportunity for growth or support, child support, something of that nature. And that seems to be your inspiration, but you're kind of keeping your thoughts to yourself. Or there's opportunity for growth in a business, or there's opportunity for abundance. And it's like you're very internally focused on that. It's like that seems to be your inspiration for nurturing something current, because it's like you're it's like an inner clarity, an inner knowing of something, having an inner knowing of why you're nurturing something, or having an inner knowing of opportunity for growth, support, a business, something like that. So this week you're making well-informed decisions, and you're being very wise when it comes to someone that you just don't trust. You don't trust them. And I feel like you're keeping your thoughts to yourself, because you know, for some of you, you know it's more of a personal thing. Like, I don't know if I can let go of this, or I don't know if I'll be able to trust you again. So I'm choosing to limit this myself before I hurt you even further. Like, hurt people, right? It's like you're trying to not hurt a situation even further. Something like that. So I really like this for you. There is something here working really well as well when it comes to, again, returning. Like, some of you stopped something and then you kind of went and you, like, because you're kind of going from the 8 to the 7. Like, some of you may have stopped something, and then in the meantime, you kind of worked on yourself in some way, or you worked on your craft, or you gained more skill. Okay, maybe you got a trade and now you're returning to that. Okay, or you're returning to something after accumulating more skill or ability in whatever that was. So you may have started something a while ago and now you're returning to that because you got the trade, or you got more information, where you became more skilled. Oh, I'm not taking that. It didn't feel right. But give me a card for some cards for Libra. But you could be dealing with a Taurus. So we do have Stork. News of a birth or new business opportunity. Okay. Be careful to not take any risks. Be careful to not take any risks, okay? We have Archway. New opportunities, possibilities, paths opening up. Lots of new. We have Eyes, psychic ability, trust your intuition. And I feel like, be careful, do not take any risks. You're already in that space. 5 of Pentacles in reverse, 2 of Wands in reverse. You're in a space of not taking any risks, not playing any games, being very action-oriented when it comes to any existing or residual risks that may be lurking, okay, because of your own procrastination. Trust your intuition. When it comes to love matters, again, maybe not take any risks, especially if it's someone from the past, especially because we're in retrograde, all that shit. But it's like, it is what it is. But I feel like this is like a well-informed decision. Like, you're limiting a partnership because it's like a well-informed decision. So, but there's some good news coming towards you as well. All right. But yeah, you could be dealing with a Taurus. All right. What do we have for Scorpio? What's good, Nikki? Host of Pisces Tarot. But he never leaves. He never leaves you the fuck alone. And like all narcissists, no one believes they're the bad guy. So, you know, let's make him. You have to make sure you don't react to it though. Like if they're in a space where they're not leaving you alone, you have to like find ways to not react, not lose your cool. Like look at it like a breeze in the air, okay? That's how you, like, you have to not react to it. You know what I mean? That's the only way you can conquer it, is by being completely self-interested and by being completely unresponsive. You know what I'm saying? All right, what do we have for Scorpio? Like, don't even defend yourself, nothing. Like, you have to completely not react at all. What do we have for Scorpio? What can Scorpio expect? 3 shuffles. All right, your overall energy this week, Scorpio: Tower in reverse, 6 of Swords in reverse, the Fool. No, I feel like you're having a hard time moving away from something, Scorpio. Because, I don't know, there's not really a whole lot of progress happening. I mean, you do have faith in a certain direction. I don't know, we kind of have like dual natures here. You do have faith in a certain direction, but you're also aware that there's aspects you can't move on from. You're having a hard time moving on, or you're having a hard time submitting to a situation. It's like you're holding something up. It's like something is hanging on by a thread, whether that's in work, love, business, whatever. Something is hanging on by a thread. But it's like there's a resistance to submit or do something a different way. Some of you guys are not trusting your guides, you know, or your spirit guides. 6 of Swords upright can be like, you know, being guided to move away from a situation, to avoid, you know, danger, to avoid conflict, or to avoid, you know, a bad situation. And the 6 of Swords in reverse is like you can sense trouble coming, or you can sense 6 of Swords in reverse, having a hard time moving on from something, but it's like, you know, there's a liability there. You know, not changing or submitting, or you know, not going with the flow on something is going to cause some type of danger or conflict, but it's like you're still hanging on to it with a thread. And with the Fool card, I don't really feel like you're being too, like you're being kind of carefree about it. Like you're not really caring too much about approaching it in this way. Very weird. Page of Cups in reverse, Judgment in reverse, and the Page of Pentacles upright. Well, there's So I feel like this week, Scorpio, you're dealing with something where there is some immaturity between you and another individual, or something is being approached in a very immature way. Okay, this is a lot of immaturity. This is like being seduced to make some type of poor judgment call because of an immediate solution available, or there's something tangible. There's something that, okay, if I do this for the next couple days, I will receive this. Or if I submit to this relationship, I will receive a new watch or something. Or if I, like, there's some type of like short, like not even short term. I don't even think you're thinking of it like that. I feel like there's not really a whole lot of feelings involved. There's a lot of immaturity, or there's just a lot of I don't know, some of you guys are enjoying this week. Like some of you, you have someone that's trying to resolve something with you this week, or fix something, or there's some type of good news that you're receiving from someone that may have made a poor judgment call in the past. And I feel like some of you guys are like enjoying having the ability to like seduce a certain element in a situation, or be vindictive in a certain element. Some of you guys are literally enjoying like being rebellious, or like you're enjoying something, like you're enjoying rocking the boat, or you're enjoying being the disruptor. I don't know what you're doing, but it's like there's some level of enjoyment being upheld, because it's like you feel like something is making you feel powerful, or like it's influencing, or it's working, like even on an individual level. It's like it's working, like it's creating some type of tangible outcome, but it's also coming from a place of like, it's like you're ignoring the deeper purpose, you're ignoring your true calling, especially the Judgment in reverse and the Six of Swords in reverse. That's like ignoring your calling, ignoring something. So there's some type of like short-term solution here, where there's a tangible result in something with someone, but there's also a lot of immaturity between you and this person, where, okay, like this week y'all are good because someone seems to be adamant to like fix a situation, but I don't really feel like you care too much about the situation. I feel like it kind of feels, Scorpio, like you know you're rocking the boat, and it's like you like it. I don't know if that's in regards to work or love. I mean, what's the Six of Swords in reverse? Ten of Wands in reverse. Like Ten of Wands in reverse can be like not taking responsibility, or like constantly offloading the burden, or offloading the responsibility on someone else, kind of thing. It can also be like not wanting to put in the work. Some of you guys are aware that if you move toward a certain direction, or if you kind of submit in a different way, it's going to require more work. Like some of you guys are looking for the easy solution in something because it's producing a tangible result, even if it's small. And it's because you don't want to put in the work. Like even in a relationship, this is you feeling like, oh, this is you feeling like this is you seducing poor judgment on someone that's open to fixing the situation. Now you can reverse this if you want, Scorpio, but this is literally like seducing poor judgment to someone that you feel could fix a situation. Seducing someone to make poor judgment call. Like you're aware, like if I was in your shoes, I wouldn't do that if I was you, but since it's the other way around, it's like that type of energy. I feel like some of you guys are not. Now, on a personal level, so yeah, if you're dealing with love matters, it's very toxic. It's very immature. You know what I'm saying? You're not trusting your guides when it comes to just needing to release something, because you're not in a space where you're open to putting the work in that type of way. And it's like something is hanging on by a thread, but because this week is presenting an immediate, tangible solution, you're kind of going with it. It's like, okay, I'll go shopping, something like that. Now, on a personal level, Scorpio, this is you not trusting your own calling, because it's like you feel like it's going to require a lot of work. Like you're not wanting to work. Some of you guys are literally not wanting to work, or you're not wanting to put in the work on something. It's like there's a resistance to change here, and you're seduced by like short-term tangible, like maybe you are receiving good news in aspects in your life, or there's like something working out, but does it have sustainability? I mean, give me more on the Page of Pentacles on an individual level, the Nine of Swords. Four of Wands in reverse. Some of you guys are short-term focused because it's like you don't, there's something in regards to your living residence, or it's like some of you guys are having a hard time settling down. It's like there's negative thinking associated with settling down or laying down roots in a certain direction. But overall, Scorpio, this week, I feel like you're seducing someone to fix something with you. It seems to be working because it's creating worst case scenario thinking with someone that already feels unsettled with how something worked out between the two of you, and they miss you, or there's some level of desired contentment within the home, something of that nature. It's like someone is seduced to fix something with you. I don't know. I don't feel like it's like the best way to approach the situation. And why is the Tower in reverse? The King of Cups and the King of Pentacles. Some of you guys are avoiding change when it comes to how you approach love or relationships or approach business matters even. Like there's a need here to kind of empathize for another individual, or there's a resistance to change associated with needing to be mature or take a practical approach to love in itself. Some of you guys are holding on to something by a thread because you know someone's going to keep giving. Like there's whoever this person is, especially if you are the feminine, okay? If you're the masculine, this could be reversed, but there's a masculine energy here that has the ability to be very giving, very overlooking, very committed, very loyal to the objective. And it's like, I feel like there's a part of you that's holding on by a thread because you're aware that they're overlooking or they're giving. But it's also creating chaos in your life a little bit because you are missing opportunities yourself, or you know that things can't keep going like this. There's something here, you know things can't keep going in this way. Or this is you hanging onto a thread associated with something that you're inspired to support because it just give me one more on a personal level for the Tower in reverse, the Seven of Cups, and the Nine of Wands. So on a personal level, it may feel like you're holding on to a way of being or existing. It's like holding on by a thread, but it's also like you're overwhelmed with an ongoing battle, or I don't know, emotionally overwhelmed with choices, having a hard time making a choice. There's also wounds that are being developed in the process of needing to make a choice. Like maybe you feel like degraded a little bit. It's like because you have to be in this position to begin with, and it's kind of like a touchy situation. It's like a sensitive situation. Moon in reverse. It's like major disillusionment when it comes to options available to you. And it's a touchy situation. And it's like you're ignoring your guides associated with needing to put in the work because you don't want to put in the work. Or you're having a hard time doing something in the way that needs to be done. Even when it comes to your relationships. So you have someone that is trying to resolve something with you because they're thinking worst case scenario. I also feel like they're trying to fix your discontentment about a home situation or a living situation or a lack thereof. Or it's like they're trying to fix something because it's like they're not happy with how it played out. And I feel like you're kind of going all in, even though that situation is hanging on by a thread. And I feel like trouble's going to end up coming because at the end of the day, you're not really all in the situation or something like that. Or you're not really open to putting the work with the situation. Lord have mercy. We have situations in the balance that require careful handling. Yeah, like there needs to be a little bit more care. Careful handling is needed. And I feel like you're in a space of like not wanting to care. It's like you're going with it. It's like you're having a hard time taking something seriously. Beware of greed and pride. We also have lobster, financial pinch, wedge. Something is coming in between you and a friend or something you want. So beware of greed and pride, situations that require careful handling, financial pinch. So it's like not needing to distract yourself from like deeper issues, or like beware of things that may be coming in between you and something you want. Like if it is a financial pinch that's coming in between you and what you really want, it's like needing to focus on that first rather than throwing yourself into an experience that's very short-lived, or that it's going to cause chaos essentially because you're not really wanting to put in the work, or you don't have the ability to actually invest into this all the way. Something like that. Like there's an insolvable problem to some degree. one more for, we have a couple. We have Cat, Two-Face. We also have Four-Leaf Clover, Great Luck or Fortune with a goal-oriented person. I feel like you have a goal-oriented person coming towards you. Okay, or someone that's trying to fix something. Something here is working out in your favor. But I feel like something's really messy, like maybe needing to slow down. Something's really messy, or needing to acknowledge, needing to handle something with a little more care. Even when it comes to your own muses or inspiration, because this is what you're resisting. It's like you're resisting handling something with care. You're resisting taking a practical approach to follow through with your own muses or inspiration or creativities or whatever it may be. It's like something needs like to be, it requires more of a like methodical approach, I suppose. But you could be dealing with an Aries. We have Scorpio. Aries or Scorpio. But you do have someone that's trying to work it out with you, or there's something tangible happening for you this week. But whatever that tangible energy is, I feel like is almost more of a distraction, or it's making you in that carefree energy again, or it's distracting you. Or it's making you not really care. Like sometimes people only care when push comes to shove and they have to care. You know what I'm saying? It's like maybe try to avoid that. All right, Sagittarius. All right, what do we have for Sagittarius, universe, spirits, and guides? Four shuffles. What do we have for Sagittarius this week? What can Sagittarius expect this week, universe, spirits, and guides? Two more. What can Sagittarius expect this week? Three shuffles. Overall energy for you, Sag, Knight of Wands, the Queen of Cups, Seven of Swords in reverse. So, okay, you're definitely emotionally connecting with the situation here. Now, I'll read it both ways, but a lot of you guys may have some type of guilt or regret associated with the situation, or you feel like, okay, I need to approach something in a different way. Like on a personal level, this is you realizing that you need to approach your passions and endeavors and things that inspire you in a more mature way, or it's like needing to approach something in a different way. Okay. But it's like there's some type of desire here to connect with something in a new way, and you seem to have some type of conscience. I don't know, Seven of Swords in reverse, like wanting to turn over a new leaf, or doing something in a new way, or in a more realistic way. Or again, some of you guys may have got caught, or it like Seven of Swords in reverse has some type of guilty conscience, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying just because you got caught, or just because you have guilt, or just because you feel stupid, that type of energy is why you're approaching something in a different way, because we do have like some solid energy here. So I do feel like you are authentically emotionally connected, or understanding, or see something on a deeper level, where you are willing to connect with something or approach something in a different way. Some of you guys are going to try to apologize to someone, or connect with someone in a different way, or this is you connecting with your passions and inspirations, and you may be being guided to trust your intuition when it comes to needing to do something a different way. King of Cups, and the King of Cups in reverse, the World in reverse, and the Six of Wands. So there was some type of attempt made, Sagittarius, that seems to be unsuccessful. Like this is someone that has made an attempt that was quite unsuccessful. Okay, now if you are, because the masculine King of Cups is in reverse, Queen of Cups upright. So if you are, you can reverse this if you are the feminine. Okay, or do whatever you want. Okay, I can't keep up with all of it. Okay, but it's like you're in a space where there's some type of attempt that was not successful to either emotionally manipulate a situation, or this is you trying to put a certain energy. This is like forcing, like on a personal level, when it comes to your personal goals and personal achievements that you're wanting to export into this reality. Something was exported or something was attempted in a very closed off way, in a very blocked way, in a way where it was forced. I don't know if you guys know what I mean. Like the King of Cups is like a man of his arts, okay? He's a man of his arts. He can be very artistic and creative, and you know, he knows how to like add that magic touch, okay? And there's something here that may have been more so forced, especially when it comes to personal endeavors. And it's like you may be regretting that. You're regretting forcing something, or you're regretting exporting an energy in a way that was either insensitive or undermining the true potential of a deeper gift that you may have had. Because there's something here that is unsuccessful and it's very public. Okay, or there's something here now. This is why you're in this energy. Okay, so not all is lost. So just give me a minute, because you're in this energy because of this. Like there's some type of public or you're being seen, or you're at least being seen when it comes to love matters as insensitive or moody, or a player, or or you're forcing something of that nature. Like something here is not a success. And for those of you where it's more of a personal thing, or you're wanting to export a personal creation into the world somehow, it's like something here is forced, or it's not of your true, it's not outputted in the way that it needs to be output. I don't know how to explain that energy. If you've ever been into the arts or any type of creative expression or anything like that, you know what I'm talking about. Like you can't force it, or it's just blockage. It's like people can feel that. That's why you can't really fake energy. You know what I mean? Or fake that shit. So it's like it's like you may be being seen as someone that is forcing something, either within your love dynamics or relationships, or a creative endeavor, and it's not really successful. And you may feel like a little bit smarted, or you feel like, okay, I need to do something in a smarter way. It's like you're trying to reestablish something with someone in a way where it's more sensitive, okay? More sensitive, or more in tune, more upbeat too. Some of you guys, like, this is about being more upbeat, it's like being more outgoing, something of that nature. Like not in a fake way. This is a different type of reading, okay? For those of you in love, again, you may be being seen as a bit insensitive, or a bit of a King of Cups in reverse is a con man, really. He's someone that plays on people's emotions, and it's like you may be being seen as that within your love matters, because there's some type of unsuccessful attempt made, and you may be in a space of like, damn, like that didn't work, or you're needing to approach something in a different way. So why the Seven of Swords in reverse, Eight of Wands, and the Fool. Eight of Wands is in reverse. So it's like you may have distanced, some of you guys may have blocked someone, or you distanced yourself, or you did something really carelessly, or you may have some of you may have distanced yourself from a situation really carelessly, or when it comes to your personal endeavors, you may feel smart a little bit because something isn't growing or something isn't progressing, attempted with some type of new beginning. This is like trial and error. So some of you may have made some type of attempt and it's not progressing, and now you feel kind of stupid, or now you feel like, okay, that isn't working. And the reality is you feel stupid from a place of trusting your inner knowing in a real form. But the King of Cups in reverse exported that energy in a way of being overly confident. Again, with that Six of Wands, being overly confident. There's something where you may have been overly confident in a certain direction, and something is like not progressing because of it. And it's putting you in a position this week where you're realizing, I need to approach this in a different way. Give me more on that Queen of Cups. the Tower. Some of you guys are trusting your intuition when it comes to a false start or just letting the Tower fall. Like if this is a personal endeavor, this is you trusting your intuition when it comes to, okay, that's not working. Maybe some of you acted on something or acted on an idea too quickly and it was a false start. So there's some type of false start here. Like on a personal level, this is you've made some type of attempt and it didn't really work out. So it's like, do you know what? Scratch that. I don't see you being too hesitant about that. Scratch that. We're not doing it that way. It's like something is making you feel dumb. And I say that with love, okay? We all go through we all go through trials and errors, okay? Something maybe makes me feel like, okay, that's not going to work. So you're acting really quickly in that response. Like the response is super quick. When it comes to your love matters, same thing. The response is super quick, okay? When it comes to love matters, give me a little bit more on that Knight of Wands. Well, with the Eight of Cups and the Magician. Well, some of you guys are, Magician, Eight of Cups. Some of you guys, you're just choosing to keep your Eight of Cups and the Emperor. So for some of you, it's like your response is super quick because someone is either emotionally disconnected or someone has walked away, point blank, period. And you may be in a space where you're using your influence or using your ability to control the narrative of how you want to be represented in this person's life. I'm not really feeling like if this is love related, you're being overly emotional. But there is something here where you feel a bit like you have a conscience in someone's response. Like either you feel like you got caught or there's some regrets here or shoulda, coulda, wouldas. And it's like you're in a space of being very reactive because you're aware someone just doesn't care anymore or someone has walked away. And you're trying to use your ability to influence I don't know. I don't really get an energy here where you're taking accountability. It's more so you're trying to hold some level of power still. It's like you're trying to influence how you're perceived, like not in a manipulative way, maybe. It's like you're recognizing someone is disappointed or someone's walking away or emotionally cut off. So you're more so trying to assert yourself in a more dependable way. Okay? Like maybe you feel like, okay, well, they're not coming back, or you feel like you have no control over them and whether they're emotionally disappointed in a situation or underwhelmed or something like that. So you're trying to use your ability to kind of assert yourself in a more dependable way. Like you may be wanting this person to depend on you a little bit more. Or you want this person to feel like they can trust you, or you want this person, like if it's love related, this is you wanting this person to feel like they can trust you, but you're kind of getting the sense that they just don't care, or they're disappointed, something like that. Some of you, this was like a false start in love. On a personal level, this is you being very reactive when it comes to something is just not it for you, really. Okay, on a personal level, I wouldn't really be too worried because this is you having the ability to assert yourself in a different way without making too much of a mess. You know, you seem to have some level of power or authority or position or status to be able to make these trial and errors. So on a personal level, yeah, there may be some type of public failed attempt or something wasn't really a desired outcome, but you seem to be in a space of not really letting your ego get the best of you. Like this is like the Six of Wands in reverse is like pride before a fall. Like someone that's not really willing to admit that something's stupid. You're in a space of like, do you know what? It's all right. Okay. It's water under the bridge. Like it didn't work. It's like, that's getting cut. That's getting cut. So you're cutting something when it comes to your working career or individual goals. And when it comes to love matters, I feel like you're just trying to remain in control in whatever way you can, because you feel like, I don't know, some of you, when it comes to love, you may feel like you got cut a little bit, like you're getting cut out and there's nothing you can do about it. So you're trying to respond in a way of like you're trying to not be a dink, or you're trying to like influence the way this person perceives you or something like that. Like not in a manipulative way. I mean, what is Sag doing if this is love related? See, Three of Wands. I don't know. It's like you're waiting. I don't really see you. Like you're emotionally connected with this person, but I don't really see you. Three of Wands and the Moon. I don't know. I feel like you're waiting. Or you're thinking long term when it comes to this is love related. I feel like you're thinking long term when it comes to like I feel like you're trying to not deceive someone. You're trying to not deceive someone, and maybe that's why you're in this space where you're trying to like put your best foot forward with someone, even if you did screw up or even if you have some type of guilt or regret, you're trying to put your best foot forward. I don't feel like you're willing to be fake, but you are trying to put your best foot forward. I don't know. I feel like someone just doesn't care, or someone's done, or someone's emotionally cut off from the situation. So I don't know. But on a personal level, yeah, there was a failed attempt at something. But it's like water under the bridge. It's not really a big deal. It's like you're responding really quickly and in a confident way. And you're trusting your intuition when it comes to, okay, that's no good. But when it comes to love, I don't know. I feel like you there's nothing you can control in the situation but yourself, if that makes any sense. So you're kind of doing what you need to do. But you do feel when it comes to love, like someone may have walked away from you. Or if you're the feminine, you may have walked away from them. And there's nothing you can really do about it. Be careful. Do not take any risks. We have psychic ability. Trust your intuition. So yeah, I feel like some of you, there was already risk taken, but it's like damage control is prominent. Okay, you got solid damage control. We have peace and harmony. So we have shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business, Fox. So peace and harmony. We have sorrow over what you no longer have. Both property, money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. We also have teapot. Deep friendship can develop with someone of the same sex. So there's opportunity for a friendship potentially with someone of the same sex. Money or windfall. Peace and harmony. Shrewdness in business. And resourcefulness. I don't know. We got a lot going on. We got a lot going on. So there's opportunity for peace and harmony. Take the peaceful outcome. Or the peaceful exit is what I'm kind of getting with that. The peaceful exit. Just stay on top of your game. Don't get lost in pride or ego, whether that's in love or business. And things will succeed, okay? That's the best way I can explain that. You could be dealing with an Aries. We have Virgo, Gemini, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Could be any sign as far as elements go. Whew. All right. I need to have a smoke right quick. I'm just going to have a quick smoke, guys. It's hot. It's hot. I put like a little bit of a lighthearted like t-shirt, like crop, and it's still fucking hot. Can't be on here naked. Obviously. That's not my style. But it's hot. I got the fan blowing on me. My YouTube just wigged out? What does that mean? What's good, Einstein? Still smoking on it. YouTube will not allow it. That's for sure. Because that's why we're not. Yeah, I am. I wouldn't be on here naked, I promise you. I'd barely even show any skin, for real, for real. That's not really... I'm not saying I've never had times in my life like that, but not... I would feel like a fucking idiot. Ooh, look at my boobies. Ooh. This is not me. It doesn't suit me, for real. I'm not saying I can't be like that, but I don't know, I feel weird. Hello, Delaney. Thank you. I don't know how to say your name, but I appreciate that. It doesn't matter if I was a fucking model for it doesn't matter if I was like a sports model or Victoria's Secret model. It doesn't fucking matter. I would still feel like an idiot. Like, I don't know why people think, like, because you cover yourself, like, toxic masculinity, I've noticed watching little short videos, they think because women cover themselves, they're insecure or something like that. No. That's weird to even think that. So apparently you have to show half your body to be confident. That doesn't make any sense. But no, it doesn't matter. There's a time and a place, you know what I'm saying? But no, women cover their bodies for more reasons than being insecure. Dumb as shit. Like, how many times, like now you guys kind of see me without a hat sometimes, but people used to think I wore a hat, for example, because I was wearing a wig or I was covering something. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I just like to fucking wear a hat when I read. You know what I'm saying? I never wear a hat in my other channel. Like, people are so dumb. Like, that's the world. They always have to point and find a reason for everything. All right. All right, Capricorn. Just begin with bikini bathing suit. I honestly don't like the attention I get when I show myself. I don't like it. It makes me it's weird. It's one thing if you're on a date and stuff like that, like you kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's another thing to get it from strangers. It's very weird to me. I don't handle that well. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It makes me cranky, in fact. So why would I want to put myself out there like that? You're just attracting. I mean, some people like it. They don't care. We're all different, and you have to act accordingly. All right, what do we have for Human Capricorn? You had to change your profile pic on here because a few thought I was a male because you had a cap on. Oh, that's dumb. That's silly. All right, what do we have for Capricorn? What can Capricorn expect this week? Three shuffles. Okay, so overall energy for you, Capricorn, Lovers in reverse, the Emperor in reverse, and the Tower in reverse. I feel like you're a little bit intimidated or rigid about a situation. You're kind of avoiding disaster. You may feel like you may have made a poor choice, or you're intimidated by a poor choice. You could be intimidated by a past lover as well. I don't know, you're not trusting a choice that was made here in a situation. Give me more on that Lovers in reverse, the Chariot in reverse. So on a personal level, I'll read this for love and personal. On a personal level, this is you feeling unhappy with some type of choice. Okay, you could be dealing with imposter syndrome, or there's something that's intimidating you, but you feel like you don't really have control in the matter. There may have been a lot of investment, or you may have overly invested on, you know, fighting for something that you felt was desirable or pleasant or something of that nature. Like this is you going after something that is the dream, or you thought was the dream, but it may have been stemmed from like a superficial perspective, or it may have been stemmed from even a superficial, like it may have been stemmed from you lacking your own self-worth, or lacking your own it may have just been stemmed from even financial insecurity, where you went a certain direction and it's like now you feel like you don't really have control, or you're having a hard time backtracking. I don't know, on a personal level, I feel like you're not really feeling connected to what you're doing. Okay, but in the same sense, you're kind of intimidated by that acknowledgement in itself, because you're avoiding a disaster. But I don't know, I feel like you don't want to move forward with something anymore, but it's like you feel like you have no control in the matter. Because what's interesting is what happened, or how you got in this position, is you did fight for something and there was a wish fulfilled, but you may have fought for something in a way where you were overly invested into the superficial aspects, and it's like you got it, but it's like now you're still not, I don't know, like on a personal level, I feel like you got what you asked for, but whatever you want, you don't even know if you want it anymore, is what it feels like. Like, especially when it comes to work, business, or a personal journey, something like that. You got what you asked for, but now you don't know if you want it. It's very point blank period. And why is the Emperor in reverse for personal? Death in reverse. Death in reverse, Knight of Cups. Well, I feel like you're a little bit intimidated by your own lack of change in your inspiration. Like this is you recognizing, okay, I'm having a hard time keeping on, or I'm having a hard time enjoying my job, or I'm having a hard time. It's like there's a lack of change here when it comes to your overall inspiration to pursue something. Okay. I don't know. It does feel, Capricorn, what's interesting. And now this, keep in mind, this is only for a week. So maybe what's the influence or background, subconscious influence on an individual level for this? The Page of Wands. Okay. Well, and the Ten of Wands in reverse. So the subconscious influence for this feeling in itself is you, I don't know, Page of Wands. Page of Wands is like wanting to be up for anything, wanting to have fun, wanting to make a plan, wanting to let go of some type of burden, wanting to let go of some type of responsibility, not wanting to put in the work. So it kind of feels like you've obtained something, Capricorn, or there's something being obtained that you really wanted and you fought for, and now you don't know if you want it. It's like you don't know if you want it. So you're not really I don't know, you're not really feeling connected with what you're doing is what this feels like. It feels like you're forcing it. Chariot in reverse can feel like you're forcing yourself to do something. And even though it's associated with a wish fulfillment, some of you may feel like you overinvested into this, either financially or or you feel like you overly invested into like a superficial desire. I don't know. There's something that you're perceiving in that way. And the subconscious impact is you want to kind of offload some type of, it's like you don't want this. You don't want all this responsibility. You don't want the responsibility of it. So I don't know. I feel like you're wanting to have fun, or you're wanting to be a little bit more lighthearted, or you're wanting to do something new. So on a personal level, you're getting what you asked for. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe you're getting what you asked for, but it's not giving you the financial luxury that you thought, you know? Because there's still some type of issue around financial security or security in itself. So I don't know, on a personal level, you're kind of holding on to something, but it's like you're not really feeling it. It's like there's a lack of inspiration. And I feel like you're freaked out by the lack of change and your own inspiration to do something, because it's like I put a lot of energy into this. I fought for this, something of that nature. Now, when it comes to love, Capricorn, yeah, be careful what you wish for. It's that type of energy. But again, I don't know. I feel like it's coming from a place of just kind of needing to like let loose or have fun or be lighthearted. So I don't know. Maybe you just need to go out for a night and get something out of your system, because I don't really feel like this energy is coming from it kind of feels like just like a blah week, okay, where you may be looking at the negatives of the success of something. You know, and everything has the good and the bad, and it's really important to like hone in on the good, or okay, not I have to do this, but I can do this, I get to do this. I don't know, I don't want to be all cliche and dumb on you, but I feel like there is something that has a lot of good here, but you're having a hard time seeing that this week. And there is a wish fulfillment, but it's also causing you to feel like you don't have the ability to follow your heart, or something like that, or go after something more fun or something. I don't know. Because you don't want the responsibility. But when it comes to love matters, Capricorn, I feel like even still, you may not really be happy with a choice here. Some of you may not be happy with a choice to either coerce or try to convince someone of something, either of your worth or what you have to offer. Like there may have been something stem from a lack of patience when it comes to love, or stem from a lack of change within a love dynamic. And I don't know, there's something you're clinging to, and it's like you may have tried to convince someone of something, and it was coming from a place of feeling intimidated, or is coming from a place of feeling like they don't see your worth, or they don't, I don't know, to be quite honest with you, it may have been coming from a place of needing validation or seeking validation, because you were quite confident of yourself that this is what you desire, or this is the person that you desire. But it seems to be pulling you that much more further away from someone here. For those of you in a relationship, there's an overinvestment on you wanting to remain separate from the relationship in itself. And it is creating a huge disconnect between you and your partner this week. I don't know if you're in a relationship. I don't even know why you're in a relationship, because you may not really be feeling the connection, and it's like you're forcing it, and you're very gung-ho about like remaining separate. It's like there's this over investment on remaining separate while still wanting the lucrative benefits of the relationship in itself. Or you're in a space of feeling like you can't trust your person when it comes to the finance aspect or the security aspect of the relationship. So it's like you're in a space where you're constantly pushing the person you're supposed to be able to trust the most away all the time. So it's like, why are you even there? So I don't know if this is a relationship, there's a lack of trust, or it's like not really feeling it anymore, but you're still forcing yourself into the situation because it's like you're avoiding a change, essentially. But yeah, if this is a relationship, this is you focused on you and honestly remaining separate. It's very boring. And if you're not in a relationship with this person, you may be regretting convincing this person, giving someone a superficial view of something, because there was an attempt to regain advantage here, or kind of, trying to regain advantage with someone, but it may have been stemmed from a superficial view. And because nothing is changing, it's making you feel like, I mean, what's the external influence for the Capricorns not in a relationship with this person? Give me a few cards for the person they're dealing with, because I feel like that's all you. The Knight of Wands. Could be a Sag, Eight of Cups, and the Fool. So this is someone that may have acted really quickly to abandon the situation or avoid issues in the situation. Like this is someone that kind of acted like they didn't care, or they acted really quickly when it comes to like they didn't care. Maybe someone made you feel like they didn't care about you, or they were just not really interested. And this is someone that seems to have a very loud approach to, like, this is someone that's like, no, it's okay, I don't want to go on a date, or it's like they made it clear that they didn't care, and on top of that, it's like they proceeded to not intentionally, because the Knight of Wands, it's not like they're intentionally trying to rub it in or be an obnoxious dink, but it's like you've seen them moving on with their life, where you've seen them like actively not caring, and it made you feel like, damn, I got to do something to regain control here. So I don't know, you may be bothered, Capricorn, if you're not in a relationship, that someone didn't care, and you may be regretting giving a superficial view in the act of trying to regain advantage. What is that person doing this week? Nine of Swords in reverse. I don't really even feel like they're thinking about it. Nine of Wands. So I don't really feel like this person this week is giving much into the situation. They don't trust it. They may not even be like thinking about it too much. The world, they may see it as done. So I don't know, you got a lot going on here. Give me a card from the tarot, advice for Capricorn. Two of Swords in reverse. Well, you need to make like rational decisions here, well-informed decisions, you know. With the Knight of Swords, you need to get a grip on your focus, Capricorn. Your focus. Two of Swords in reverse, Knight of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. So you need to get a grip on your focus and needing to recognize and make well-informed decisions about what is impeding on your focus. Now, if it's some type of void or something you're not happy with, it's like needing to take a practical approach to that. Like, for example, if you're having a blah week because you're just out of your element, like thinking rationally or practically about it, that maybe you just need to do something fun, or maybe you need to be that much harder on yourself. Like, I'm just going to be real with you. Okay? Because oftentimes we feel the worst when we actually need that, like, to be a bit more of a critic on ourselves. Because like the reality is, it's kind of like, let's not quote him, but someone said, no, I can't even say that on YouTube, I don't think. I'm not going to say it. But it's like, the reality is, if you had everything together, if you had your money in check, if you were having fun, if you had love in your life, or at least had the ability to love yourself and connect with the divine, and if you were fully connected with who you are and what your goals are and what's important to you, you wouldn't be here feeling like so blah. Even in the blah moments when you're fully connected to yourself, you're embracing it. It's like a peaceful experience. It's like you know why you're in that space, even if nothing's going on. And I feel like there's some type of void going on, Capricorn, when it comes to you and something you're having a hard time taking control of. And for those of you in a relationship, it's like there needs to be a need to make well-informed decisions about what's impacting your focus and how you can regain control of your focus. And again, sometimes when we're in the worst of the spaces, sometimes we need to be that much more harder on ourselves when it comes to why am I in this space, or why do I feel so down, or whatever. It's like there's need to be real with yourself. And the reality is, like I said, maybe you did get a wish fulfillment and it's about needing to keep going or uphold something. And whatever is causing insecurities, it's like needing to focus on, I don't know, because I feel like you're making everything a problem and it doesn't need to be a problem. It's like needing to just refine what's bothering you. And I feel like you're like compounding everything together. Like your advice is to like be more focused, refined. Needing to think of the bigger picture, needing to take a practical approach. The Knight of Pentacles was at the bottom too. And the Knight of Pentacles is very, they understand where they need to take precautions. They understand where they need to be cautious, but they're also in a space of being open to develop a routine, regime, make a plan, have a whiteboard moment, you know, to be able to take a methodical approach to, you know, something that is valuable to them. So it's like needing to recognize what's valuable to you and creating, like having a brainstorming moment of how to incorporate all of that and letting things filter off naturally. But I feel like there's something about your position that is very much giving you some type of advantage that needs to be upheld in the means of trying to incorporate and balance out everything else in your life. So maybe you need to have fun, or maybe you need to go to the gym more, or maybe there's something that needs to be balanced here, because yeah, you're having a bit of a blah week. You know what I mean? Some of you need to get a grip on your emotions. The Knight of Swords actually goes against the flow of their own emotions because they're focused on the facts and the what is factor. So for those of you that know for sure someone's not interested, or you know for sure something's not good for you, there may be a need to kind of go against your own emotions on a situation to make well-informed decisions that no, they're not interested, or no, this is not good for me, or no, whatever. Okay? Because it's just becoming distracting, and it's just screwing you up. Like, you don't let anybody do that to you. We do have the ladder. You are climbing towards success. See, some of you guys did something backwards, I want to say too. Like, some of you guys accumulated some level of success, but like the minor things weren't really in order. So like something is like backwards for you, where maybe you've got a lot to give, but like there's so many little things now you're trying to like fill in the blanks. We do have great fortune available to you. We have 4-leaf clover, good luck, great fortune. You are on the road to success. Success, success, success. Some of you guys aren't even aware of the success. Some of you guys lack the self-worth to even comprehend, okay, or you're dealing with self-worth issues this week to even comprehend how far you come or how successful you are. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of wish fulfillments, and something is like exactly what you wanted, but it's like you're not seeing that this week because you're being hard on yourself about this or that, or feeling like you don't have a good body, or feeling like the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, you know, is having a hard time, you know, feeling enough, you know, feeling worthy, or they're having a hard time taking care of themselves in a way of I'm going to do this for me. So they're more so overly invested in doing things for other people, or to gain some type of validation. So it's like there's some type of issue around your self-worth, or feeling worthy of something that is working out very well for you. Again, maybe it's imposter syndrome, something of that nature. Like, yes, Capricorn, you manifested this, okay? You did good. Like, there's something here, you did good. I don't know why you don't believe it, or why you feel so inadequate. Beware of self-delusion. That's kind of what we were talking about here with your advice. Beware of self-delusion. whatever that means for you, whether you're letting love distract you, or there's something you need to get a grip on your focus, or what's deserving of your focus and what's not. Give me a couple more cards for Capricorn. We do have May. We do have Door. So more opportunities waiting for you. What's the problem? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I feel like you're having a blah week this week where you're forgetting how fucking badass you are, or you're forgetting something and you're getting lost in the sauce about something. Some of you guys, we have someone is behaving stupidly. Like some of you guys are letting someone trip you up about something when they shouldn't even have access to that, like that aspect of you. Like you shouldn't even like respond to someone. We have a couple more. We have good news. Affairs with your family could be distracting you as well. So I don't know. Capricorn, you're feeling disconnected this week. We are in a retrograde. But it's like, my best advice to you is get a grip on your focus, remain focused, make well-informed decisions, look good, dress good, or what is it? Feel good, look good, perform good, okay? All that good stuff. Some of you guys, it's issues with your style. Nine of Pentacles, so because this kind of tells me that you've manifested something, or something is like a success. And now it's like you're being hard on yourself about your style, or you're having a hard time wearing. Some of you are having a hard time like fitting in the position that you've obtained. So it's like, okay, maybe you got a promotion, or that you have opportunity to be the boss or something like that. But it's like you have imposter syndrome about that. And you're never going to go into some type of new experience like that unless you're like, I don't know. It's like you're always going to have confidence issues when you're doing something new, because confidence is developed through repetition, okay? Through practice, through doing something over and over. You're never going to be confident when you're doing something new right off the bat. So you kind of, it's not about faking it till you make it, but there is kind of a little bit of that, not because you don't have the ability or skill, but because you kind of have to assert yourself in a new way to apply whatever knowledge or skill that you have. So I don't know, there's something that's like, stop it. Stop being hard on yourself about something. And you may need to fake it till you make it a little bit, until you get a little bit more comfortable, depending on how new that is. Some of you guys, again, you're stepping into a higher level of authority, but your actions are not following suit. So maybe you are the boss, where you do run your company, but behind the scenes, your actions aren't in suit of that this week. So it's like needing to like recognize, you know, what's expected of you. Like you may need to put more expectations on yourself, or I don't know, because I feel like you have, I don't know, I could talk forever about that, but it's like, I feel like it's self-worth issues. I don't know, or being overly dependent on other people, or getting validation from other people. You don't need to. It's like you are the sauce, you are the spices, you got everything you need. You have everything available to you. It's just needing to assert yourself differently. But you could be dealing with, we have Cancer, we have Gemini, Aries, Scorpio, strong Aries and Scorpio, Cancer. All right. What do we have for Aquarius? Seasoned. Yes. Seasoned. All right, what do we have for Aquarius, universe, spirits, and guides? What can Aquarius expect this week? What can Aquarius expect this week? 3 shuffles. 3 shuffles. All right, overall energy for you, Aquarius. 10 of Cups in reverse, Temperance in reverse, 4 of Wands in reverse. That's just screaming like not in harmony with something. Not in harmony with something, especially within the home or within a community, within... I don't know, I feel like you're having a hard time creating. It's like you're I don't know, not in harmony. But the Temperance in reverse tends to still indulge into experiences. It can be someone that their own personal bias causes clashes in itself, their own personal desire to indulge. Now, again, Temperance in reverse can be like self-indulgent type of energy, where there may be some type of need that you're truly desiring within a home or family situation, but it seems to be clashing with the family on a whole, or with the community on a whole. Like if it's not a family situation, this is just like a community that you want to be a part of, or something that you wanted to make a part of your reality, and it's not flowing in the way that it needs to, because there's this stubbornness, Aquarius, coming from you or from someone else. I'm just reading it one way. Okay. So it's like someone's not really on the same page here with you, or something is not coming into harmony within the home or family life. It's like something's very dysfunctional, or it's constantly clashing. This could be like really like temperamental situations within the home, or not really getting along with your family, not getting along with your partner even. 10 of Wands, High Priestess in reverse, and the 7 of Wands in reverse. I don't know, some of you guys are sharing territory with people that you don't really want to be sharing territory with, or there's something... Because the reality is you're in this position because there was some type of incorrect judgment, or you didn't trust your intuition when it comes to something. The 7 of Wands in reverse folds on their own beliefs or stance, or their knowing, or their, it's kind of like they let people in, or they're compromising on their own beliefs, or something of that nature. And there's something where you kind of folded on your own beliefs, and it's caused some type of burden, okay? I mean, maybe you folded on your beliefs because you were in a period of feeling burdened, or feeling like you had a lot of responsibility, and it's like maybe the help would have been nice, or something like that. But this High Priestess in reverse, there was some type of incorrect judgment, or maybe that's not the best way to explain it, but it's like you didn't trust your intuition on something. Some of you, there was some type of like uncontrolled outburst, or you kind of said something. The High Priestess can be like a lie that goes wrong too, or you try to manipulate a situation, or someone could be doing this to you too. Keep that in mind. But I'm feeling it's you, because it's like something is not coming into accordance with your desire to indulge into something. Like something isn't flowing the way you had planned on it flowing. And even if you did this, like, I'm not saying you had bad intentions necessarily, but you kind of folded on your higher knowing, or your belief, or you kind of gave into a situation. Or some of you like let someone move in with you, for example, or you let family move in with you, and now you're fucking hating it. So it's like you didn't trust your intuition on something. It's kind of clashing. It's clashing. I mean, why the Temperance in reverse, though? Because this is like the 7 of Swords. See, I feel... Because this is like what you're trying to indulge on. 7 of Swords. One more. And the Page of Wands in reverse. Well, some of you... well, you may have indulged into, thinking you were being smart, or lying, or again, some of you, this is someone you're dealing with. So please, if you know for a fact this is not you, it's someone that you're dealing with. Okay, I don't want to keep switching it up. Okay, but you may have someone here. See why I can't switch it up. You may have, I'm just going to keep it as you. Okay, it could be someone else, especially if you're dealing with a Sag or Pisces. But you may have tried to get away with something, or you said something that wasn't necessarily true, or you tried to be, be smart about even your own lack of patience or your own lack of plan. Maybe you chose to share territory with someone because you didn't have a plan, or you chose to room with someone. It's like something is not coming into harmony with your plan. It's like there's some type of plan, okay? There's some type of plan that was honestly stemmed from either a lack of patience or, trying to put off something, Some of you, there was like, Page of Wands can be like fake news, or you may have said something, or you tried to get away with something. And it seems to be manifesting into you not getting what you want this week. Like something is not coming into harmony. Okay. I don't know. Maybe you thought, like, on a smaller scheme of things, Aquarius, maybe you thought that I can fix this, or it's like trying to fix something, or trying to be underhanded, or trying to be cautious about something. I don't know. Some of you, this is like getting caught stealing too, or something like that. Now, obviously, that's not for all of you. Like, something here is coming to the surface, and it's creating a very dysfunctional situation. But it's like you tried to get away with something, or you tried to follow through with some type of plan, but it was coming from a very indulgent space where you wasn't really considering the reality that you were dealing with, or you were just in a very personal, or someone did this to you. Someone did this to you where they straight up lied to you. You know what I mean? They straight up lied to you about something. So I don't know, you're not happy. You're not happy. Some of you, there's a lot of dysfunction within the community you're living in. Okay, or within a community, of some sort. For some of you, you may be a little bit angry this week because maybe your nosy Karens were trying to be like your nosy neighbors. This gives me like nosy neighbor vibes. For some of you, you have a nosy neighbor problem this week, or there's some type of lie that could cause some type of dysfunction. I don't know. There's some type of incorrect judgment here made with someone that you share territory with. Like, some of you, this could be like a neighbor lying about you, or maybe you lied about someone else. I don't know. And give me more on that 10 of Cups in reverse. And when it comes to relationships, it's like something is very dysfunctional with the Hermit, 10 of Cups in reverse, the Hermit, and the 5 of Cups. I don't know. Some of you guys are just recognizing you're not happy, but you're also you're continuing the unhappiness because you're trying to be wise about. It's like you're omitting your own regrets, or you're omitting your own emotional stance on a situation, or some of you are trying to be wise when it comes to a person that you're dealing with, especially if you feel like they're very petty, or if you feel like they're crying over spilt milk type of energy. I don't know. This is dysfunction. And you may be mad at yourself a little bit this week because you kind of went against your natural protocol, or you kind of folded and you gave into a situation, and it's manifesting into unhappiness or dysfunction or something of that nature. 10 of Cups in reverse. Some of you guys aren't happy about the town you live in as well. Some of you guys, again, there's some type of like snake in the grass, or you're in a space where some of you guys, for those of you where the snake is in your relationship or family dynamic, you're in a space where you're indulging into the situation in a very cautious way. But the 7 of Swords can be someone that is, stealing from someone else so they can't be used against them. It's kind of like I heard someone else explain it as like the guy is stealing swords from another camp, so they can't be used against them. So when it comes to family dynamics, there could have been some type of like, you know, strategic plan that you put in place so something couldn't be used against you, and it seems to be backfiring. Is the best way I can explain that. Sorry, I just read your comments. Should I cut my hair, guys? That's so cute. Should I cut my hair? It's just so random. But anyways, so it's like you may have like stole something from someone so it couldn't be used against you, or like metaphorically speaking, Aquarius, or someone did that to you. And it's creating a fuck ton of dysfunction. So let's pull some advice from the tarot, and then we're going to get some oracle. Because yeah, I don't really see things like you're kind of hitting the tip of the iceberg of the irritation. So if you're dealing with someone like this, where they're indulging into constantly trying to like constantly, you know, lying, or you got nosy neighbors or something like that, it seems to be, it does seem to be backfiring. So whatever end of the scale, it seems to be backfiring. Like whoever is lying or being strategic or something is backfiring on someone. I don't know, I feel like I should get more out of this, like, because obviously, like, that's not going to be all of you, but there is major dysfunction. For some of you, it's just a dysfunctional family situation where there's a lot of lies in a dysfunctional family situation. And nothing is coming into harmony because whoever is the snake, or whoever is lying, or whoever is continuously not acknowledging something, it's causing a break in a family dynamic or a community. Like something is being broken up because like nobody's being honest. It's that type of energy. But you may be frustrated Aquarius, because like now you're kind of wrapped into it because you gave in, like you gave in to some degree, and now you're kind of annoyed with yourself. I feel like, because I feel like you are regretful, but you're kind of keeping that to yourself. It's like you should have known better. Like some of you guys were sharing territory with dysfunction. Like maybe like your partner's dysfunctional, and it's like you may have felt like I'd known better. Something like that. Ten of Cups in reverse can be the card of like CPS. So I just got to be honest with you. I don't like bringing up like stuff like that, but it can be the card of like CPS. Like some of you have people lying about you. And I don't know if you guys know what CPS is. I don't know what they call it in America, but like Child Protective Services, basically. But it's like that type of energy. It's like there could be lies. Lies. And I don't really feel like it's getting anywhere, but it is creating a level of irritation where you're now feeling like, okay, I need to separate myself from these people because they're petty. Okay, it's like the hermit, going your own way, separating yourself, like feeling the need to separate yourself from a situation because, yeah, they're petty. Like something is very, 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 very toxic. So I don't know. Let's get some tarot advice for you. Six of Swords in reverse. There needs to be a need to not submit to something. Six of Swords in reverse is like embrace the rough waters, okay? Embrace the rough waters. Don't submit, especially if it's a deadbeat. Like this is like not submitting to a deadbeat, or someone that just lacks common sense, or someone that is lazy, or someone that is like, don't submit to like the Knight of Pentacles in reverse is a deadbeat, or someone that's lazy, someone that is just, they got nothing to bring to the table, really. They lack common sense. I don't know, some of you guys are like kind of guilty by association. Like, because some of you guys are sharing territory with dysfunction, or you've defended people that you shouldn't have defended. Like there's something like that. And again, if you have like nosy neighbors or people that are lying, like some of you guys, it's not you, it's something you're a part of. You know what I mean? Or your family, or it's something you're a part of, or it's like your relationship. Like maybe you're with a deadbeat, because this is like not submitting to a deadbeat. And it's like maybe you need to stop being I don't know. What was I doing? We do have the Page of Cups. Oh, yeah, getting advice. Page of Cups, Six of Pentacles in reverse wanted to show its face. So, needing to take a more lighthearted approach and not get in the deep with people that don't truly value you. So, if you feel undervalued in a situation, it's like not letting yourself get into the depths of your emotions for petty people. You know what I'm saying? Like, embrace the rough waters, because I feel like your boat is bigger. Okay, your boat can handle it. Like, your boat can handle it, especially if you're dealing with people that lack common sense. Like, don't get yourself all riled up about people that lack common sense. Your ship, don't, it's like that quote, don't let water get into your ship. You know what I mean? Don't let the bullshit get into your ship. Like, your boat can handle it. I don't know. Let's see. Page of Swords in reverse. I don't know. So take note, but don't feel the need to react or speak out, kind of thing. Like, keep your eye on it. Keep your eye on the waters. I don't know. There's something not to submit to. Very strange advice. Take note, but don't really speak out. Nine of Wands, Four of Pentacles. Some of you guys need to protect your resources. Some of you guys, you need to set boundaries to your resources. Some of you guys need to set boundaries to someone that's being very greedy, okay? Nine of Wands, like, this is setting boundaries to something that you have that is very valuable, okay? The Four of Pentacles is very valuable. Now, whether those valuable energies are your own values and things that are important to you, or whether it's like your literal money in your bag, is like there's something here that you need to set boundaries to, because there's some type of ongoing battle with people obtaining personal information. Some of you guys need to be a little bit more, some of you need to set boundaries when it comes to personal information. Like, some of you need to stop sharing your personal information, something like that, because you're around like you're around, I don't know, there's something you can't trust. Like, there's some type of ongoing battle, or you need to set boundaries. Yeah, set boundaries when it comes to personal information. Or if you're in a toxic relationship with a deadbeat, it's like, you know, it doesn't make you happy. So why are you freely giving them personal information? Or why are you being so generous with your resources? There's something where you need to be a little less generous and start protecting your shit. Build a wall. That's what I did. Build a wall. We're going to build a wall. So I'm not laughing. I'm not political. Please don't take that personally. Build a wall. Maybe literally build a fence. Maybe you got nosy neighbors. It's like, take note, but don't speak out, because you're dealing with someone that it wouldn't matter if you said anything. Protect your goods. Okay. Build a wall. Okay, but let's get some oracles. You could be dealing with a Virgo. We also have Sagittarius and Pisces. Some of you be careful, like, be mindful of like your day-to-day routine, maybe needing to like, because you could be dealing with hidden enemies or something of that nature surrounding, I don't know, be mindful. Keep your day-to-day routine to yourself, something like that. I mean, you don't have to, but there's something about that. We do have, beware of people with greed and pride. Wasn't we just saying that? Beware of greed and pride. And it's also the card of peacock. And a peacock is very flaunty. You know what I'm saying? And there may be people that the more you flaunt, the more they're going to make you let your life hell. And I'm not saying to let other people control your life, but don't be stupid. Okay? Because you may have people that are very greedy and prideful in your space. Even if it's family, because for some of you, this is straight up family. Like, your own partner can be fucking a hidden enemy. Believe it. Forces working against you. We have Axe. Forces working against you. Club. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. Again, what the fuck are you dealing with? Protect yourself, okay? We do have July. So this could be like in the moment, or this is happening in July. So again, protect your bag, okay? Or maybe some of you guys are literally trying to build a wall or a fence around your yard and your neighbor doesn't want you to. It's like there's things working against you. Or if you know, even a relationship, maybe you just started dating them, where you know you can't trust your partner. There may be a need here to not be stupid about something, okay? Or just take note, whoever it is in your life that has a lot of great pride, Someone will try to make you do something against your will. Whew. Broken wishbone. A wish will not be granted. Oh. Wish will not be granted. In regards to what? I mean, again, I feel like you were trying to like avoid something or get away with something. 10 of Swords in reverse to avoid, and some of you guys were avoiding ending something. Some of you, a wish will not be granted associated with avoiding an ending. Or something like that. We do a bridge. Opportunity to successfully overcome a problem, sorry. Okay, news of a new business or birth. Oh, sorry. News of a birth or a new business opportunity. So whatever that's in. Hard work ahead. Okay. So I don't know. Things, there's opportunity to resolve a problem. Beware of self-delusion. Whatever that means for you. Like, don't be delulu to not protect something. I don't know. Something like that. Very strange read. Like some of you guys, like, because I feel like the hidden enemies, they're all coming out like fucking, like zombies, okay? I feel like hidden enemies are being revealed too. Like for some of you, High Priestess rules 12 toes of hidden enemies, dangers, things like that. And to not be stupid, because there may be temptation to indulge, feeling, oh, I can get away with this, or I can outsmart them. Whatever that means for you. Okay, so it doesn't have to be that dramatic, but it does feel like your family dynamic or relationship is very toxic. Okay, or there's something very toxic that needs to be taking note of. But you could be doing, did I say the signs? We have Sagittarius or Pisces or Virgo. All right, Pisces. What do we have for Pisces? Four shuffles. What can Pisces expect this week? Universe, spirits, and guides. What can Pisces expect this week? Three shuffles. All right. Overall energy for you this week, Pisces. 6 of Wands in reverse, 3 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and the Chariot. There's definitely, you feel like someone doesn't have the best of... You're welcome. Sorry, guys, I'm getting distracted with comments. I carry bears for him. It's like you feel like someone doesn't have the best of intentions with you. I feel like you're torn with someone's intentions. You don't trust someone's motives. There is an energy where you're trying to keep your distance to a situation. This is like the best way I can explain this, Pisces. Now, don't take this too dramatic, but it's just the way I can explain it. There's some type of mob mentality that you got going on this week because of like, you feel like someone has ill will towards you because of some type of betrayal. You feel like they're being selfish about, like there's some type of betrayal or heartache, and you're in a space of trying to keep your distance from the situation, but you do feel like it's almost like maybe you feel like you did hurt someone's feelings or something like that, and now they're being like selfish about it, selfish about some type of betrayal. Or maybe this is you. Reverse this. Maybe you're the one that has ill intentions because you were hurt. Okay, but someone has ill intentions, or there's a fear of that because of some type of betrayal or heartbreak. So I'll read it on a personal level too, but for those of you dealing with other people, there's definitely this energy where you're trying to distance yourself from a situation because it's very hard in the mental. or you feel like someone has ill intentions towards you because of some type of betrayal, or someone feels like this towards you. Maybe they feel like you have ill intentions toward them because they hurt you. So depending, the Fool, the Hermit in reverse, and the Ten of Swords. Well, some of you Pisces, there was some type of careless approach to some type of major betrayal. There's some type of ignoring of the facts when it comes to a betrayal or an ending. So now someone, it kind of feels like someone has like a bit of a guilty conscience, or you may be in a space of feeling like someone has ill will towards you. Now, again, if you're dealing with other people, there's just this feeling like you're kind of keeping your distance from someone because you feel, I don't know, because there was some type of betrayal. Like someone may have approached something very carelessly, or they ignored the facts about some type of betrayal. And now there's at least a fear of someone having ill intentions towards you, or someone is out to humiliate you. Some of you guys, or you're doing this to someone else. Some of you guys may be in that space. This Six of Wands in reverse can be like public humiliation. Maybe you're publicly humiliating, or there's someone like attempting, or at least attempting. Now, keep in mind, Six of Wands in reverse. So there may be like a failed attempt, or someone is attempting to publicly humiliate you because of some type of betrayal that wasn't acknowledged. Like someone feels like there was something very painful, and the other person was like, I don't care. I don't even care that I hurt you. It's that type of energy. So, Six of Wands in reverse, the Eight of Cups in reverse, and Magician. So, whoever this is that is making some type of like scene, like there's a scene being made, or there's this fear of a scene being made, is looking for some type of emotional accountability. Like someone is trying to influence some type of emotional accountability in a situation. Someone wants someone to accept their lot on an emotional level. Some of you Pisces are aware. It's like, okay, yeah, maybe I didn't approach this situation in the best way. Or again, reverse the roles, but it's like someone here is someone's making an attempt to publicly humiliate you, or there's some type of attempt in hopes to obtain some type of emotional vulnerability. Or it's like, do you even care, Pisces? Like someone is looking at you like, do you even care that you hurt me? Like it's like, is that type of energy? Like because they're seeking out emotional vulnerability. So I don't really feel like they're seeking out to hurt you. It's more so someone that's trying to get your attention, but it is humiliating you. Whatever they're doing is humiliating you. Yes, we're in retrograde. There's a couple planets in retrograde, I think. But anyways, I feel like someone's trying to get your attention and it's humiliating you because the way they're doing it. When in essence, they are just authentically trying to see if you even care. So it doesn't have to be love. It could be family. It could be anyone. But there is some type of major betrayal and someone's having a hard time coping with it. Okay? Because they feel like the facts were ignored. And you're trying to keep your distance from the situation. I mean, what is Pisces doing? Seven of Cups in reverse. One more. Four of Swords in reverse. I don't know. I feel like you're just going to ignore this person, at least this week. I don't really see you giving them any reaction. You may feel limited in your choice to give it a reaction, or you're just feeling the need to ignore the situation. Now, on a personal level, Pisces, I still feel like there's some type of attempt being made to see if anybody is going to care about something you're trying to do. Like this is kind of like putting something out there, like this is what I'm doing, or it's like looking for recognition, or looking for a reaction, looking for attention to some degree, because you're not wholeheartedly confident in something. It's like you're torn. Is this going to be successful? Is this something I should do? It's like you could be brainstorming with someone here. Okay, because I feel like for those of you where this is more personal, you're having a hard time Some of you guys are like are nervous. Some of you guys are nervous to have some type of fresh start, or you're nervous to jump right into something. It's like getting the information. Like, should I do this? Okay. And this is influenced because you feel like people care. So if this is more individual, this is you feeling influenced by feeling like you have people in your life, or people are showing up for you this week in the way of they do care, or they are showing some type of like emotional concern for something that you're doing. So it's like you kind of putting something out there like, okay, this is what I want to do, you know, or this is what I want to do. It's like, because you're trying to ultimately overcome some type of problem, or you're trying to have some type of success or victory within work, or climbing the social ladder, something of that nature. So on a personal level, I feel like you're torn in regards to whether people will care, or if something's going to be a success, but you're also influenced by feeling like you have people in your space that would care, or that do care. So there's an attempt here to kind of lay out your confidence issues about a situation. Okay, the Fool, the Justice card, and the Page of Wands. Some of you guys, there's opportunity to establish a new contract, or there's opportunity to establish a new agreement, a new contract, even like within the universe. Okay, there's opportunity to establish a new contract or dynamic that is essentially being perceived as something that is interesting. It's intriguing. It's like, you know, this is something that excites me, or this is something that would authentically make me happy. It's like there's some type of enthusiasm about a new opportunity or new contract, or even some of you guys are seeking, like kind of conversing with people that you feel like care. Like, should I seek justice? Some of you guys are in a space of feeling like, should I take the legal approach to something? You know, something like that. Should I take the legal approach? Like, for those of you where like you feel like someone's out to get you, for example, or I don't know, some of you guys are just stressing over. I'm just going to be real with you. No, not all of you guys. Do whatever you need to do. Because this Six of Wands in reverse, the reason it feels so strong is because you have some type of guilt or regret. Six of Wands in reverse, they have this like mentality like, oh, they're out to get me. But it's because they feel like they know they were in the wrong. Like they know they refuse to swallow the pride, something like that. So I feel like there's some type of guilt if you're dealing with other people. Like you may be amplifying something, so you may not need to worry as much as you think, but some of you guys just feel like someone's out to get you because you feel like you've done them wrong. Okay, because there was some type of betrayal, and you're in a space of refusing to swallow your pride about it, or again, someone's doing this to you. But yeah, some of you guys are conversing like, should I take the legal approach here? Like, Pisces, I'm not gonna lie with you, this kind of feels like you taking a legal approach to get like a restraining order or something against someone that you did wrong. And I'm not here to be the judge. I fucking don't know. Okay, this is very generalized, but that's like what I'm getting. Or maybe someone's doing that to you. So, because there's some type of like feeling. But on a personal level, this is you feeling like, okay, there's opportunities to establish new contracts, new opportunities. But I feel like because there's something going on in your life you're having a hard time coping with, you're having a hard time throwing yourself into an experience. And there may be opportunity for you to converse with people and see what their thoughts on something. This does feel like conversing with people on social media about something you're torn about. So I'd be careful with that. Some of you guys don't even care. You're looking to see if other people care. Okay, this is like, you don't really care about what you're talking about, but it's like maybe other people care, and it's like maybe it'll give me a little bit of attention. I'm not judging, Pisces, okay? It's like maybe you're just needing a little love in this week, but it's like you're kind of like, you know, seeking like emotional concern, or you're conversing with people that you feel like would care about something you're doing. Chariot, okay. But yeah, I don't know. Some of you guys, like I said, are considering seeking legal advice. I don't want to laugh at that, but it's like you don't trust someone, but I feel like you don't trust someone because you know you've done them wrong. So you may not have actual reason to feel that way. It's just karma, okay, or something like that. Or maybe someone else is in that position. So be careful of amplifying that fear if that's for you. Because I feel like someone's authentically just emotionally invested. Like, I don't see them trying to trick you or do anything snaky or anything if you're dealing with someone else. They're just looking to see if you even care. Either way, you're choosing to ignore the situation, Pisces. Now you can reverse that. Someone could be doing that to you, okay? Temperance, finding balance. Needing to find balance here. I don't know. Give me a card of advice for Pisces from the tarot. Yours and Aquarius' reading were kind of weird. Five of Swords in reverse. That's your advice. So it doesn't need to be like this. It's that type of energy. Like if you're dealing with other people, like there's really no threat. Like the Five of Swords upright is someone that's threatened. You know what I mean? They need to stand up for themselves. There's something here where you don't really need to stress that much. Now, obviously, do what you need to do, but it's like there's something, it's like there's really not a whole lot of conflict here. It's like you can like at least be transparent. You know, some of you, there's an opportunity to be transparent to avoid some type of conflict. Okay, like there's no threat is what this is saying. Some of you, your advice is to stop playing games. So some of you are feeding into this. It's like you're making it worse for yourself because you're playing games or you're still entertaining someone. Page of Swords. It's like there's a need to use your head. Some of you need to just reach out and express something to someone to kind of bring something more into balance or to kind of restore the balance. I'm not saying you have to forgive someone or reconcile, but you may need to kind of like use your head when it comes to like avoiding escalating conflict. Yeah, your advice is to not play games, essentially. Like there doesn't need to be games is what this is saying. Like, you can just say, I mean, obviously not everybody's going to be the same. Or if you are dealing with someone that you feel like authentically sure is like threatening or something, Five of Swords in reverse to this Page of Swords, needing to use your head to avoid escalating conflict. Like if you know you're dealing with someone that is aggressive and physically aggressive or whatever, you need to kind of like, I'm not even getting down this road. I'm not even getting down this road, but it's like you kind of need to like humor the situation to some degree to a point, or because again, you can't just call the cops because you feel threatened. You can't do that. They're not going to do anything. It's just going to be worse for you. I mean, you can try, but chances are 95% of the time, nothing's going to happen. Like, so even if things do happen, you can't even rely on the cops. So there's a need here to fucking use your head. Okay. Like something here, you may not really have a case is what I want to say. Or it's just a better option to avoid escalating conflict or doing whatever you need to do to avoid escalating conflict. I don't know. This is your advice. You know what I mean? So you may need to kind of, yeah, use your head. And again, for some of you, it's just like reaching out to someone, like to humor the situation, to kind of ease the situation. Avoid escalating conflict is your advice. Or get a lawyer, you know, do whatever you, I don't know why we're down this road, but some of you guys need to hear that. I mean, give me more advice for more of a personal, for those Pisces that are, this is more personal. Star in reverse. And the Five of Cups. Well, this is like needing to recognize where you're not connected, you know, where you're not connected to what you're doing. Some of you guys are trying to connect yourself to old ways of being, where you're trying to, I don't know, for some of you, it's like you're having a hard time connecting to something because it like is constantly reinforcing the past, or is constantly reinforcing the past. Like some of you guys are trying to reconnect with something from the past, or you're no longer in connection with something from the past. It's like needing to rejuvenate yourself, needing to heal yourself, needing to like recognize where you're no longer connected. Needing to recognize where you're no longer connected. Like where you're acting from ego and where you're acting from a place of like, this is truly me, or this truly makes me happy. I don't know. Needing to recognize where you're not connected. Some of you need to let go of regret or the past or shoulda, coulda, wouldas is causing you, is draining your energy in the moment too, as well. Some of you, like heavy disappointment, regret, sadness is draining you in the present moment. Like needing to recognize what needs to be let go of so you can enjoy the present. Okay. So needing to realize what needs to be healed, let go of whatever, so you can enjoy the present. Some of you guys are attaching an old way of being or old people with the present, and you're trying to move on simultaneously. And it's like needing to find new sources of inspiration, needing to find new connection to what you do and why you do it. It's that type of energy. Especially if you're making, you know, at least this week. Where's my Oracle deck? Why did I put it up here? All right. So give me some oracles for Pisces. What do we have for Pisces, universe, spirits, and guides? We do have October, so something could be culminating October and September. Just tell me all the months of the year. We do have handshake. A meeting with a stranger could be important. Be careful. Someone will gossip about all your secrets. It's the parrot card. Someone will gossip about all your secrets. Be careful about what you say. We all know what parrots do. They repeat. So a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. So this is something you're going to learn from. Nobody wants to hear that. Opportunity for a successful outcome to your problem. The King of Cups. Some of you guys, there's just an opportunity. For those of you dealing with other people, there could be opportunity to, you know, ask for forgiveness with someone. Like some of you, it's just as simple as asking for forgiveness or healing a situation or approaching a situation in a mature way. Because this key, you have the key. It's like you have the ability to approach a situation in a more mature way. You know, so now obviously that's not for all of you. Some of you, your key to success is your art, your creativity, your own ability to connect with things, you know, successful outcome to your problem. Like some of you guys are needing a new muse, for example. You're needing a new muse. Deep personal strength and peace that assures success. So you may need to have some type of strength. Deep personal strength and peace will assure success. So a period of depression and anxiety, worry that someone is against you. Like that's what we were talking about. You're worried that someone is out to get you, or someone could be doing this to you. And that's a vulture of your energy. Depression or anxiety, worry that someone is against you. So some of you, it's just a matter of needing to approach a situation in a mature way and just handling a situation in a mature way, whatever that means for you. Like you don't need to stress about it that much. And there may be a need to swallow your pride to do that, because the Six of Wands in reverse refuses to swallow their pride. You know? So, and it may manifest more pain for you. Now, keep in mind, this could be reversed. So maybe the key to your own frustration or pain is someone just needing to acknowledge how they hurt you or something like that, right? So it could be reversed for sure, especially if you're the feminine, because the key is in this King of Cups. So for some of you, it is the feminine that is hurt. But yeah, be mindful of what you're saying. Don't say anything you wouldn't want repeated, I suppose. But I hope this helped you. You could be dealing with a Virgo. We have Gemini, strong Virgo, Libra, Aries. And Aquarius. Some of you guys are dealing with an Aquarius because Aquarius has someone that was being irrational. Some of you guys are dealing with an Aquarius. Some of you guys, I don't know. Aquarius and Pisces reading were toxic as shit. But it's just a week, guys, so don't take it too much to heart. But I'm going to go to here, guys. I love you and all the best, okay? Bye.